going live at 1 p.m. So I am just going to get everything set up here. Trying to find the show on my computer. All right, let's see. And if anybody is saying hello or anything, I cannot see it yet because it's not showing up on my computer quite yet. So let's see. Oh, right. There we go. I think I got it. Yep. Live. All right, cool. So I'm going to pin a message here. Copy. All right. Hey, Margaret. Hello. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming so much. We're going to get into it. Okay. I'm almost ready for, oh, larger. Oh, $10. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pin this message for everybody that's here. Margaret, hello, hello. Thanks for coming. And I am going to start previewing some of this jewelry. It is officially 1 o'clock. And just so you know, hey, if anybody can let me know if you can hear me and if the color looks okay. Let me put some jewelry there so you can kind of see. Oh, all right. Already had my first little near casualty. All right. On my phone, it looks really nice, good colors. On my computer, not so much. We can hear you. Thank you, Matthew. All right, Matt. I'm looking forward to Monday, Matt. Thanks for coming. And everybody, man, you got to know Matt and Willow. Awesome people, very cool people. And thanks for coming. And I'm going to start previewing this. All right. Jian Ling. Hello. Hello, Jian. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Jian Ling. All right, and Margaret and Matt. All right, cool. So you guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just tell you real quick some of the rules. Go through some of this basic stuff, but um, basically up to $20 is $1. Oh, no, yeah, up to what $20 is $1 bid increments. 20 to 50 is $2 bid increments. Up to 50 and over is $5 bid increments, and that's about it. Shipping is $6, or I'm sorry, $7 for your usual small packages like this, less than a pound. But if it's going to be in a box or if it's more than a pound, it's $10. So with that said, if you want to bid, just email me with that information, like your YouTube username, your real name, your email address, your shipping address, and your preference of how to pay, Venmo or PayPal. So we got a lot to show you, so I'm just going to start showing you, and that's about it. So here we got a bunch of brooches, guys. Most of these, I think, if not all of them, are vintage. Maybe not all of them, but we got some ceramic brooches. We've got some, these might be 800 silver brooches like these, but they definitely look vintage. We got some gold tone. We've got this really cool painted porcelain. Oh, you know what? I did not put do not disturb on my phone, so I might get a phone call or something. We got this really cool sterling silver with druzy and some gemstones on there. We got these glass, really beautiful rhinestone ones. This one I think is German. We got a Weiss piece right here. We've got an Eisenberg right there. That's the ice collection. Some silver tone with glass, this really unusual one. So you don't have to bid right now. We can hear you, Jian Ling. All right, hi. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for commenting, guys. I love the chat. I love hearing from you guys. We got these little monkey scatter pins, super cute. We got this bird right here with what looks like marcasites. It's not sterling. We've got this really cool Bell pest control. So anyways, I'm not going to go through all of this because we're going to get back to it. I'm just previewing. We've got a ton of earrings right here. Ton of earrings. A lot of sterling silver. Some Taxco pieces like this. And these, I believe, are Taxco. These real chunky ones that are from the 80s, it looks like. A bird ice. It's the ice collection, the Eisenberg. It's called Ice, those blue flowers. So, anyways, yep. Thanks for asking. We've got those. Those are Lacombe. These are Joan Rivers. We've got some sterling glass. We've got a lot of, like, this is Zapata sterling with turquoise. I love these ones. Check them out like that. Sweet. We've got these that are sterling and glass. Two pairs of these. One blue, one red. I love, love, love those. All right, we got some sterling flower petals right here. Again, just a lot of jewelry. I mean, earrings, guys. So we will go through this more thoroughly. I'm just giving a little preview. Let me slide it up. Oh, so this is just a little preview. All right, then we got necklaces right here. Right here. A lot of necklaces. Some turquoise, some quartz on sterling, a big pendant. Here's a beautiful barse with that is amber and turquoise. Love that one. Here's a bird, sterling bird. Here's a sterling seashell. Here is a big sterling heart. Here's some, whatchamacallit, opal on sterling. Like that. I think that's Mexico. This is really cool. This is a sapphire chip necklace right here. Sapphire chip necklace with sterling findings with an ombre effect. Beautiful. Again, this is just a preview, guys. And then we're going to start with brooches. We're going to go to brooches after with a preview. All right. And here we got some birds. A fetish necklace. I believe those are shell. We got this gorgeous. This is one of my favorite pieces. Big Tahitian pearls. Oops. They're about 10 millimeter, I believe, on leather. Super long, but we'll get back to it. Yeah, so that's just kind of a rough preview of things, guys. Some Chanlu. Oh, this Dutch hollow. Dutch hollow general. Dutch hollow general cat. Sterling silver, 2.7 ounces. This thing is gigantic. 1 3/4 inches tall. And like I said, 2.7 ounces. I don't need earrings. Okay, that's so pretty. Yes, I thank you. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Avil, but thank you for chatting. And you'll have to let me know when we get to one you thought was pretty, or let me know in the chat. Here's a cool little sterling with a seashell in it. That's a pendant. Here's a little blue topaz pendant on sterling. Here's an articulated dolphin, like that. It's sterling. Really cool. Some costume. Here's a big, I believe it's Lennox on sterling. Yep, Lennox on sterling pendant cameo. So anyways, that's enough for that. And then we're going to go to bracelets after that. And got a lot of bracelets. This is one of my favorites. That's super cool. Blue coral with these sterling silver stations. And they've got like blue coral, red coral, and I believe turquoise. And that is sterling silver. That is not Tibetan silver. That is sterling. We got this multiple gem strand bracelet. We've got this big long leather wrap bracelet. And that, believe it or not, is sterling. And we can test any piece. If you guys, if I'm uncertain about it, I will test it. And if you want me to test anything, let me know. This is an Island Cowgirl, sterling on leather. This is a Marcello Pane bracelet. sterling. I'm not going to show every single one, but some gemstones. That's Silpata on sterling, glass on sterling, gemstones right there, beautiful on sterling, hematite and sterling. This is just not just, but this is a vintage piece, glass, almost like a rose quartz. Here's a big Peruvian panel bracelet, sterling silver. Here is, like, these are jade, what do you call them now? Scarabs. And pearl on gold filled. I love that. Here's some cool, like, spoon bracelets. One is sterling, one is not, and they're two different bracelets. They're just sticking together because of the magnet clasp. But we'll get back to all of these guys. All right. Yes. All right, you guys. So was that everything? Oh, no. We got the rings here. Yeah, a lot of rings, including Echo of the Dreamer, the sterling silver snakes with the eggs. Really big. This mother of pearl on sterling, red coral and moonstone on sterling, pink coral on sterling. We've got black pearl. These are huge black pearls on sterling. Got this biwa pearl on sterling with like a gold finish. Got this amber. Looks Native American. Can't say for sure, but I believe so. We got Stephen Dweck diamonds on sterling. Another Stephen Dweck diamonds. We've got a really beautiful turquoise. Really beautiful on sterling. Got these little opals on sterling. Got this enamel. Oops. Enamel and porcelain on sterling. Some glass. Oops. And we've got this mother of pearl with this leaf overlay on sterling. We've got the opals on sterling. We've got, oh gosh, what is her name? Nicole Miller. I love these little things. With sterling, that's is topaz with amethyst. And we got this really gorgeous mystic quartz, I believe. And that is really beautiful. We'll get back to all of these guys. So that's pretty much all the rings. I'm trying to keep it a little bit smaller of a selection this time, because last time it was about 3.5 hours. Got one more thing to show you, and that is this giant cuff. That is the last piece. It won't be the last in the order of the auction, but this is just a gigantic lion. This is not sterling, but look at the detail on it with the tail, how it wraps around, and those black rhinestones. So we'll get back to this, guys, but yep, I think that's enough for the preview. And if anybody joins, by the way, I can't see when people join. I can't see who's in the chat. I have to learn this a little bit more. But anyways, I can't say hi if you just come in. You have to say something for me to know you're here. Okay, so I am going to start, you guys. The order of the show is going to be, let me see if I can, oh. I was going to see if I can pull my desk closer, and I can. Okay, there we go. All right, now I can actually sit, and I'll probably be a little bit more able to breathe. Okay, so you guys, we are going to start with brooches. Then we're going to go to the lion cuff, and then we're going to go to the lion cuff here. After brooches, we're going to do this. Then we're going to do the Dutch hollow general winged cat, because I did do shorts on those two pieces, and so somebody might be here particularly interested in this. So this will be after the brooches, and then it's going to be followed by the winged cat, because again, I did do a video just on those pieces. So I don't want you to be waiting for 3 hours to get to those if that's what you're coming for. So I'm gonna pull that cat out of here, out of the box. And after brooches, we're gonna get right to it. So we got the cat and this lion after the brooches. Okay, so we're gonna go through brooches right now, then we'll get to these things, these items, and then we'll go to earrings, necklaces, rings, then bracelets. So that's gonna be the order, starting with brooches, then these guys. All right, guys, I'm looking forward to this. All right, with all that said and done, let's start the auction. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. And I must say, I had a lot of fun last week. Last week was my first sale, and I loved it, actually. It was a lot of fun. So let's get my brooches out here. Yep, right here. There we go. All right, let's rock and roll. We'll just go one item at a time. All right. And I'm gonna put the line right, no, you guys can't really see it, but and a cat. Okay, so let's start. Okay, starting. Let's see. We'll start with this one. This one is a bold statement. This is a black metal rose. Now this one would be perfect for, I don't know, like a somber occasion, or if you're goth, or maybe if you had like a nice white dress or something. But I think that one is really cool. Love it. And let's see, this one was actually, I'm kind of selling this kind of like on consignment for a good friend. And let's see, that one is, where did it go? Oh, okay, I was like, sorry guys. I am not doing this. This one is, where did that go? Oh. Okay, we'll get back to that because I can't find it on this list. Floral, metal, cat. I mean, I cannot believe this. Okay, oh, black flower. Oh, there we go. $15, okay? So $15 if anybody's interested. This is a black metal rose, $15. And if anybody's interested, you just put it in the chat. But again, if you do bid, say $15 black rose. Okay, we'll move on. And if you do bid, you just need to email me with that information. Okay, we're gonna do these ceramic cat. This is by Sarmite Racklin, both of these. And this is painted on porcelain. And that, I will just say, is $7. $7 if anybody's interested in this very large cat brooch. This is about 2¼ inches, almost 2½. But that's really big. What did I say? $7. If somebody's interested, put $7 for the ceramic cat. Okay, we'll move on. Here's another one done by Sarmite Racklin. And this is like a mosaic style with this beautiful female face. And that again is enamel and porcelain. And this one actually has her label right there. And she was selling in boutique stores, I believe in the 80s. I don't know if she still is, but that's $7 if anybody's interested. Say $7 for the ceramic face. Okay, we've got these monkey scatter pins. These are so cute. They look like little circus monkeys. Do you see that? There is some, where is there? There is some, okay, you're gonna have to excuse my phone. I'm gonna get some little text and stuff. But these are really cute. Oh man, I need to put do not disturb, but I don't know if I can do that during the show. Okay, so anyways, bear with me guys, but those are $15. Oh no, I'm sorry, they are $10 to start. $10 for the monkeys. $10 for the monkeys. If anybody's interested, just write $10 in the chat for 2 pins. Perfect. Okay, I love those. Those are super fun. Okay, and now we got the bird. This is not sterling, but it really has a sterling look to it. And I believe those are actual marcasites. I'm not sure, but it's got like a geometric design. And this is $10. $10 for the bird. Really cute. And it's got some etching in the back. You see that? Okay. So if anybody's interested, definitely say $10. Good afternoon, all. Hey, Karen. Hello, hello. And good to see you again. And like I said, if anybody joins, I cannot see who joins and leaves. We're just going through brooches, Karen. But again, thanks for coming last week and thanks for all your purchases. And I think your package should be arriving today if you didn't already get it. But anyways, I'm excited to hear like how that goes once you get them. Okay, so we're going through the brooches and then we're gonna go after this, we're gonna do the cuff bracelet and this super cool winged cat Dutch hollow general necklace because I did do some shorts and I don't want if anybody came wanting those to have to wait for hours to get to them. So okay, so Karen, that's just kind of like where we're at right now. So we did these, and here's a faux pearl floral. Definitely looks like it's got some age to it, and that's a really pretty brooch with that gold tone, like leaves and these faux pearls. They look almost like grapes, right? Those grapes. Let's see. This one is going for. Sorry, I got these on kind of like consignment, so forgive me. Give me 1 second. Okay, that is $20 to start. $20. I did get you a couple new subs. Oh, thank you so much. Um, that is so awesome, Karen. Thank you. I need it. My sub count is pretty low, but I don't mind. I'm just having fun. I really am. But thank you, thank you. It means a lot. And your post office closes at 11. Darn it. So you'll get it on Monday. Okay. Well, I'm excited for you to get it. Okay, so we're moving on from this. This was, what did I say? $10? Well, if anybody's interested, oh no, 20, sorry. Faux pearl floral. Just say pearl floral 20 if you're interested. I don't know what to price these at, guys, but this looks like it could possibly be, you're over 400 now. Oh, sweet. I was like at 300 and something forever. And I did neglect my channel for a long time, and I don't blame people for not subscribing because I would like do a video like once a week, and then I would do one like 4 months later. So, but thank you so much, Karen. It means a lot. So I'm gonna start this at $8. I don't know. It's not sterling. It could be silver plate. It definitely it kind of looks like it has some age, but like a modern pin on the back. And what did I say? 8? Forgive me, guys. And if I say a price and then I change the price, it's because I'm kind of like looking at chat and all these things and making up prices as I go. This is also going to be 8. This looks like sterling, but it is not. I was really hoping that that would be. Now this is older. You see it's got that C clasp. Oh, can you see it? Let me see. I'm going to have to stand up, make sure I'm showing this right. Yeah, it's got one of those fold over. So I'll say $10 on that. It could be 800 silver, I'm not sure, but it does not test for sterling. Okay, so that's $10, did I say? So you can say $10 for the leaf. Okay, we've got a little dog with green eyes here. This is $5. Cute. I think it's a Scotty, but it's got green eyes, a little white rhinestone, some red on his collar. And that is by, I don't know how to pronounce it, Napier. I always said it like Napier. But that little dog is $5 if anybody's interested. $5. Okay. You can say $5 for the Napier dog if you're interested. Okay, dog with a little hairdo. Now, is this like a little Justin Bieber wannabe dog? How cute is that? So different. This tongue sticking out. All right. Oh, and this is a brand. Who is that? Oh, oh, Giovanni. Giovanni. Okay. Well, he is going for $8. And that, as I understand, is a Van Cleef inspired design. Sorry if my hands kind of shake. I'm kind of in weird positions for the light box, just so you know. Okay, so that is the dog with the hairdo for $8. If anybody is interested, Giovanni, that is correct, Karen. Yep. All right. So let's see. The cat's two-tone. These, yep. Really nice lines on this. Very pretty. Does have, now who is that? Oh, Liz Claiborne maybe? LC. Her uh, logo there, or her hallmark. But those are cats for $10 if anybody's interested. Say $10 in the chat and that will count as a bid. Just say 10 cats if you're interested. All right, but we'll move on. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna try to make it go a little bit faster. Okay, here we've got this beautiful, beautiful sterling silver. This one, I was in the store. This one is, like I said, lent to me to sell by a good friend, TC, and she's got really good taste. She's got a couple booths and a store in the area here. And this one, how does that, that just doesn't have a, oh yeah, it does. It has a fold over, or I'm leaving her original price tag on because if it doesn't sell here, it's probably gonna go back in her store. But it does have like that C hook. This is sterling. And again, if anybody's interested, we can test the sterling if you'd like. But it does have like this, I think it's a druzy, but these are real gemstones. You see that? And this one's going for 50 because it is sterling silver and it's beautiful. And let's see the size of this. This is, just put 50 for the sterling flower. It's about almost like 3 inches. But when I was in the store and she was like picking out stuff to like put in this brooch collection, there were some other customers in there and they're kind of like, ooh, they really like this one. So that's $50 for the flower. Please just type 50 if you want to bid 50 for that. Here is this gorgeous big clear rhinestone cluster. And again, we can go back to any item, guys. If you want me to go back, feel free to say. Don't feel like just because we moved on that you can't bid for anything that was already shown. Okay, so if you're interested in any of these, just say so. This is a beautiful cluster. There's no name on it, and I just don't know my brooches and stuff. But this is beautiful. All the rhinestones are there with the gold tone, and I would say $10 to start with that. $10 start for the clear rhinestone cluster. All right, so that's $10. If anybody's interested, just write $10 cluster in the chat and that will count as a bid. All right, guys. So we are gonna move on. Like I said, I'm gonna go quicker. Here's another, I think this is older too. Well, it does have a rollover. But this is like a green glass with this gold tone flowers and leaves. It's kind of a dark green. It'd be perfect at Christmas time. If it doesn't sell now, I'm gonna bring that back. But we'll say $10 for that, if anybody's interested. $10 for the green glass. Okay, just write $10 in the chat if you want to bid. All right, so we are gonna, brooches are hot this season. Have toy shown lady. Oh, have I shown the lady face, this one? I did. And what did I say? I think I said $7. And this is the only one, Karen, let me know if this is the one you're talking about. But this is the only one. I bought like a bunch of her pieces. And this is the only one that actually had her information. Ooh, $7. Okay, so we got a bid for $7, guys, from Karen. Thank you, Karen. And if anybody else is interested in this piece, it would be $8 to bid. So if anybody else is interested, you can type 8. We won't spend too long. But yeah, Karen, according to my research, she kind of sold in the boutiques, and there's a 310 number, 310 area code, so that's West LA. I think she was selling in Beverly Hills, I'm not sure. But these are just really cool. And I do have like 2 more pieces, I think, besides these 2. I can bring them to the next show. But hey, you guys, we're going to do a countdown. So if nobody else says love it, yes, I love it too. I love the mosaic. It's gorgeous. And again, this is the only one with her sticker. And thank goodness the sticker was on it, because I think I bought like 8 of these. And I was like, who is it? And then I found the sticker on one of them, and I was like, yes. Okay, so you guys, we are going once, we are going twice. Fair warning, and sold to Karen. All right, awesome. Karen, you are at the first sale of the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. As you guys know, I'm just going to write this down. All right, number 1, ceramic face, brooch, Karen. And that was $7. Karen, beautiful. All right, I'm going to put this in a bag right now for you. All right, it's going in. This is claimed, guys. This no longer belongs to me. I'm sad. I love everything I buy, and I've been a hoarder for so long. It is sometimes sad to see pieces go, and I like this. I love this artist's work. I do, really do. So Karen, that is yours, and we're gonna put that in the sold pile. All right, thank you, Karen, again. And thanks for getting the new subscribers. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna move on. We have an articulated bear. Where's that? Right here. And this is a cute little guy. His limbs move around. He's got these little green eyes. Really cute textured surface. All right. And this little articulated bear is going for $15. It's another TC piece. I love her style, and she really knows her brands and things. Oh, and his head moves. So that's $15 for the little teddy bear. Just write $15 for the teddy bear if anybody's. I will keep sharing your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. And I can't thank you guys enough. And I don't want to keep on saying thank you, thank you, thank you. But I really am super thankful. It really means a lot. So $15 for the bear if anybody is interested. Otherwise, we will move on. Okay, we'll catch you later, Teddy. All right, so the little bird, we did that one. The turtle, this one is this geometric turtle, like that, and by TC, and she believed it was sterling. So I'm gonna actually test this real quick, but currently without being sterling, we're saying 8, because I was like, I don't think that's sterling, but you know what? I think she's right. Oh my gosh, let me see. No, as far as the acid shows, that's not sterling. Okay, so that is $8, if anybody's interested. And I'm gonna clean that acid. So $8 for the little turtle. Just say $8 turtle in the chat if interested, and we will move on otherwise. Okay, so we've got that. Got this, that's the turtle floral. Okay, this one is really dope. Okay, before getting into it, there is a little condition issue. There is like some missing gold tone right there. Do you see that? Right there. But this is a really cool floral geometric design with the baby blue and pink geometric shaped flowers. This curling ribbon at the bottom is $50. That is another TC piece. Let's see. It does have a rollover pin. That's $50. That looks so like 50s, or maybe 50s, right? Am I right? Is that 50s? Can I see the hearts brooch? Yes, you can. All right, so we are gonna set this down, but if anybody's interested, this right, $50 geometric flowers, or 50. Yes, I think those colors are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Can I see the hearts brooch? Yep, and I think this is right there that you're talking about, right? Is this the one? Is this it? They are not puffy hearts, but they look like puffy hearts. Maybe the top, nope. Yep, that's it. Okay, but I love that design. And this is not sterling, not sterling. So this would be $8, but there is something I have to point out to you. This pin wants to wobble. Like whatever, $8. Okay, but, and if you want to change your mind, say retract, because see with this portion, the pin that's in there, I think it might have at one time been glued. I would turn it into a pendant. Okay, so you don't even need to worry about this. $8. So we're at $8 for this, guys. The pin does wobble, but Karen is planning to turn that into a pendant. And it's really gorgeous with the 3 hanging hearts. So if anybody's interested, it would be $9. Button cover. I love it. Yeah, so if anybody's interested, we need to hear 9. And go ahead and type 9 if anybody else is interested. Otherwise, Karen is going to be cutting this. And I'm not going to spend too long, guys. Okay, so we're going to go once. I should say fair warning. Once, twice, going, sold to Karen for $8. All right, Karen. What did you just say? Like, button cover, love the hearts. It was originally a button cover. Oh, this top one. Yes, that is right. 100%. Oh my gosh. And if you're into crafting, Karen, I have so much stuff. Like, I have broken Native American pieces, like fetish necklaces and stuff like that, that just don't have clasps and things like this. And I have a lot of button covers and stuff like that. So let me know. I can definitely bring those. So, okay, so we're going to record this. 2 hearts brooch. And we said that was $8. Karen. All right. So that is going to be a baggie for you right now. And before I get too carried away, that is going into this little baggie. Is that big enough? I don't want it to get messed up. Okay. Karen, I'm going to put your name on this. Karen, that is yours. All right. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we are going to move on. At some point, I want to sell on YouTube as well. I'm a crafter. I do redo broken jewelry. Ooh, all right. So you know what? Maybe at the next sale, I will add the lips too. These lips. All right. All right. These are so cool, right? Oh my gosh. Super hot lips. And if you guys notice, Karen is just requesting to see things, and I apologize if I get notifications, but everybody is free to just kind of say if they want to see something in particular. But yeah, $6. Very cool. No rhinestone missing. $6. The only ones that I can see online, the lip is parted open when I was looking. But yeah, $6. This is the only one with the closed lips. All right, so Karen's in at 6. And if anybody else is interested, just type 7. But that is really cool. When I saw this, I didn't even care if it was like sterling, or I knew it wasn't. There's just certain designs that you just like love. So the $6 to Karen, $7 if anybody else is interested, just type 7. But otherwise, I have a feeling this is going to go to Karen. So anybody, I'm going to give a fair warning, fair warning. Fair warning. If I don't hear 7, this is going once, twice, fair warning, and sold to Karen for 6. All right. Mwah. Was that cheesy? Sorry. All right. All right, now, dad joke. All right. Lips. Brooch. And we said 6. Karen. get cheesy on you all of a sudden. All right, but this is going to go into a thank you. Oh, no, no, no. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you, Karen. Thank you. All right, and this is going to go in this little baggie for you. Right in there. Put your name on it. And that's going to you. So you want to sell on YouTube, and you want to redo jewelry. That is such a cool um, thing. If you do, Karen, you gotta let me know when you start like showing your stuff. I haven't checked out if you have a channel like with content on it. This stuff has just kind of been a little crazy for me to like kind of organize and everything. You should see my living room. But anyways, thank you again, Karen. But definitely tell me if you have pieces online because I want to see what you do. All right, this is a glass. This is a really, really, I don't know. I think there's some serious value to it. But like I said, guys, I do not know my brooches. TC knows her brooches, and I just don't know. But there has this iridescent glass in the center. You see that? It's so much more vivid in person, I think. But with the big sawtooth like holdings, and it's like this is all glass. It's not amber or anything. But I would say 15 for this because I think it's West Germany, maybe. But I'll send you some photos. Sweet. I just retired from my core job in January, corporate job. Sweet. So now you can actually do fun stuff. And awesome. That is the way to do it. That is the way. Enjoy and create. And creating is very enjoyable. So $15 if anybody is interested in this. I think it is maybe Germany. Yes, creating is just, I'm going to set this down. If anybody's interested, just say 15 brown glass. But yeah, creating is so cathartic. You might have heard in the last sale. This is a purple rhinestone cluster going for 15. Now this is one of TC's pieces. See the AB action going on? It's really, really gorgeous. And that is $15. But yeah, if anybody's interested, just type 15. But this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Say 15 for purple cluster if interested. But yeah, in my last video, I was telling you guys how during COVID, I couldn't buy from the thrift stores here because I'm in California and everything was closed. So I was ordering charms, like sterling silver charms, and I made some bracelets, and I will show those in a video someday for sure. But okay, guys, exactly, yep. All right, so I think we are getting down to this one. This is another one of my pieces that I found, and that has such a glitter to it, that star or flower starburst or something. And again, I don't know my brooches by design. I can't tell, like, I know there's some big names out there that weren't always signed, but as far as I can tell, this is not signed. But I'd say 15 on this one. It's really got some texture in there too. Do you see that? The texture plus the stones. So anyways, you can say $15 for, I don't know, shooting star or something like that. Otherwise, we're going to move on, guys. But yeah, this is a Weiss piece. And I know I have this listed online, and I'm so bad. I almost wanted to look it up, which I should have, to see, like, what am I selling it for? But I definitely want to make deals here on YouTube cheaper than I'd sell on eBay. So this is Weiss. It looks like ceramic, but I think that's enamel on metal. Yeah, I believe enameled metal. And I would say 15 for the Weiss blue flowers. 15 for the Weiss blue flowers. If anybody's interested, and there's the signature, Weiss. All right. So anyways, we're going to move on. Might as well do this. This is another one that I know these painted brooches can go for a lot. That this, I believe, is, oh, 15. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Retract. All right, we'll get to you later, buddy. All right, so Weiss. Is this correct, Karen? Is this the one that you said 15 for? Or was it another one? Was it this? Or was it this? Purple? Purple or the Weiss? because those were both 15. Let me know. Weiss. Oh, 25. 15. Yep. I was like, it's not 25. Okay, so yeah, $15 if anybody's interested in this Weiss piece. I mean, no, it's 16 to anybody else who's interested. Karen is in at 15, so if I see a 16, you'll be the higher bidder. But currently it stands at 15. So do we see 16? I'm not going to spend too long because nobody bid before. So Karen, I think this is going to you. So for $15, unless we see 16, this is going to go to Karen. All right. And we are going to say going once, going twice. Fair warning, sold to Karen for 15. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Karen. All right, so number 4 is going to be the Weiss Blue Flowers for 15. Karen. And Karen, I hope that's a really good deal. You know, I was one of the reasons why I was hoarding this stuff so bad is because I didn't know what the values were. And it takes so long to research and everything. And you know what? I got to a point where I'm like, just let it go. All right, so 15, Karen. I'm gonna put your name on this because I'd rather it go to somebody that can wear it than sit in a plastic bag in a box in my storage places. So Karen, that is going to you. All right, thank you so much again. All right, so now we were at this painted boy with the rabbit. Now I was going to show you. This looks like this is signed. It almost looks like Smith or Synth or J something. I'm going to try to get you in there. But the signed painted brooches can really be valuable. And as far as I can tell, yeah, that is definitely hand painted. It's very unusual. Boy holding a rabbit in his arms. I mean, he's kind of got like a caricature, like kind of face. This is the back. It doesn't look like this is very old at all. That could have been replaced, but I don't know anything about this at all. So I am just going to say $30 for this hand painted. I'll be right back. Doggy needs to go out. Okay, Karen. Yep, let your dog do his business. When nature calls. Okay, so I'm saying, what did I say? $30 on this? $30. I think, yeah, I said 30. So if anybody wants this hand-painted brooch, say $30. $30. Okay, so we're going to move on, guys. Okay, so we are moving on. All right. And if anybody, again, if you are interested in any piece that you see here that I've already shown, I can go back to it. And I will go back to it if you request. Now, these funny looking couple, what did I say? Okay, so I think I'm going to start these at 8, but these are $8. There is a little chipping on the rim of this gentleman's hat. And these, I believe, is that, I'm trying to do the tap test. I can't tell if that's like a resin, painted resin. I think it is a painted resin. But these people are $8, this couple. It's so unusual, like the yellow on their eyes. But $8, if anybody's interested, just say $8 for the couple. All right. Then we have this little beetle that, hold on a second, is very cute. It's almost got like a, is that glass? Yeah, I believe that is glass. A glass body with these little tiny little faux pearls and little rhinestones with a faux pearl in the head. Now there is like a tiny little missing portion, just a tiny little nick off of the faux pearl polish there. But anyways, that is a really cute little bug, really cute little beetle. And what was I gonna say for that one? I don't even know. I lost my train of thought, but I'd say $10 for that. $10 for the glass beetle. If anybody's interested, just write $10 for the glass beetle. Otherwise, we will move on. And again, I'm going to keep on repeating this. If you see anything in here that you're interested, just describe it and I'll jump to it. Now, did we do this marcasite bulb? Yeah, we did. Okay. We did this, we did that. We're getting through this, guys. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of nervous about selling this one because I kind of forgot what I have this for sale online for. I have this on eBay and I have it kind of high and there's several watchers. And if anybody buys it now, I'm going to pull it off of eBay. And I know I did not go this low, but I'm going to go 50 bucks for the Eisenberg. And this is the ice collection. You can look up Eisenberg ice. You might find my eBay listing if you do. But Eisenberg ice, let's show you the mark. I'm going to say $50 for this if anybody's interested. Oop, here we go. Eisenberg, right there. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. Blue, dark blue and light blue. So if anybody's interested, say $50, blue flowers, 50 bucks. Okay, so we're gonna move on. And let's see, what did we not do? Okay, we've got this floral design. And that's really pretty. And it's got like flower right there, some rhinestones on these. This really cool, like 3D effect with the petals. And there's a little heart with Mary hanging at the bottom. Can you see that? Let me zoom in. That's gorgeous. Or is that Mary or is it Jesus? And a little rhinestone. I think that might be Jesus. I'm not sure. On the back, does it say anything? Oh, yeah. Now, I think that would be Mary with that M. So anyways, this is $10 if anybody's interested. Say $10 blue flower with Mary or $10. Oh, 50. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was reading an old bid. All right. So that is $10 for the blue flower with Mary. $10. Oh, and that's like the Mary blue. Okay. So $10 if anybody's interested. We have, what else? This turtle is $8. Really cute turtle. And this can be worn as a pendant or as a pin. Okay, $8 for the turtle. Let's see. If anybody's interested, write $8 for the turtle. Eisenberg 15. You know, actually, no, that was, oh wait, Eisenberg was 50, 50, because Eisenberg ice is, yeah, Eisenberg was 50, 50. If you're interested, Lucy. And thanks for being here, Lucy, and thanks for chatting, and thanks for asking. So yes, and I can go back to any piece that anybody's interested in. But that's Eisenberg, Eisenberg. Pretty significant name, and the ice collection is pretty darn collectible. And the blue is really nice. And I'd have this on eBay for a lot more. And it does have watchers, but again, I'm kind of into kind of just providing a good deal here and moving things quicker. You know, I'm kind of embracing letting things go, but that's 50. Okay, so we did have this turtle, and like I said, this turtle was 8. If anybody's interested, oh, Eisenberg. Oh, are you bidding at 15? Yeah, I wouldn't let that go at 15. I'm so sorry, Lucy. The minimum bid would be 50 for that one. 50, 50. Because like I said, I do have this on eBay right now, and there are people watching it. In fact, maybe I should go to my eBay store. Let me just see real quick. Let me see eBay, because I want to just know what people, because I did research for it, and I did research it, and And I did come up with a um, well, maybe not. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, guys, but yeah, 50 would be the bid. Okay, so we're going to move on, guys. So nobody's interested in Turtle Eisenberg. I can't let go at 15, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, but because it is on eBay. So I'm going to move on. There's this like harmonica looking interesting piece. It's so unusual. This is not rhinestone. I mean, this is not. Um, yeah. Oh, you're crying. I'm so sorry, Lucy. I wish I could pull that up, but I'd have to log in my eBay. Oh, well, actually, let me see. Let me just see. Have you guys ever had to change your passwords like a million times and then you kind of forget what it is? Yeah, I'm like that. I'm like, um, yeah. I'm gonna just okay, so I'm gonna look at my eBay just to see, Lucy, because you're kind of interested in it. So I'm just gonna see what I'm asking, because if I'm asking a lot lower, um, um, then I will definitely lower it for you. But let's see, Eisenberg. Oh, Eisenberg. Oh, oh, you know what? Never mind. I can't do it right now, Lucy. So we're gonna move on because I just was logging into a different eBay account. Okay, so here's a did I just mistake? Okay, here's a blue glass um, cobblestone inside of what could be maybe 800 sterling. I mean silver. It does not test for sterling, and this is like a fold over roller or C clasp like that. So this definitely has some age. And now this one I would say $10. $10 if anybody's interested. That's glass. It's really beautiful. It's got like an old look to it. It's kind of substantial in the size. But $10 if you're interested. You can say blue glass flower or blue glass. But that's about 2.5 inches wide. So $10 if anybody's interested. And if not, we will move on. Okay, and I'm gonna pull up that. Yep. Okay, just so I can see the chat. All right, guys. So we are moving on. Oh yeah, I was gonna show this. I was showing that, and I was getting a little all over the place. But this is an unusual. I believe that's copper. I just kind of think like harmonica or something. But if you're going for like, I don't know what kind of like look this would go with, but it's definitely, there's a little slight little wiggle of that stone, just slight, but it almost has these purple rhinestones. Well, it does have purple rhinestones. And we would say 15 for this because it is so unusual. 1.5. 15 if anybody's interested in the um, copper brooch. And this is really long. This is, how big is that? A wide, and all of that is glass. It does not test as quartz or anything, but that's about 3.5 inches almost. Okay, guys, so that is that. Oh, and by the way, Karen, when you come back, let me know if you're back because we might be moving on to some pieces that you you expressed interest in. Um, so that's that, guys. Okay, Karen, let me know if you're back. All right, because you expressed interest in some things that are coming up. Okay, now this is sterling silver, and this is, I think that is what you'd call a peyote bird. And it looks Native American. There is a Native American artist that made pins with the style, and he signed them, but this one is not signed. And that is not a turquoise stone. That looks like a turquoise enamel in there, if you ask me. But that one, I would say, is 30. It's sterling silver. So if anybody's interested, just write $30 sterling bird. Okay, $30 if anybody's interested. And that is a smaller size. That is, let's see, um, that is about 1¼ inches. $30 for a sterling silver bird. If anybody's interested. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So if anybody's interested, just write $30 and that'll be it. Okay, so we are going to go move on. Okay. You're almost through all of this. Oh, we got this little gold tiny little thing with like, there is some wear. Oh, that's kind of a lot of wear on that one. I would say $2 if anybody's interested. $2. There is some verdigris. Maybe this is better not. I didn't put it in the light box and zoom in as much as I am right now. But if anybody's interested, $2. That it does look like ceramic. Little heart inside of a gold tone. So $2 if anybody's interested. All right. Okay. So we are going to put that one back. I'm just kind of seeing. Oh, here's an interesting one. All right. Bell Pest Control. How cool is that? This looks vintage. There is kind of like the rollover pin right there. And let me turn down my volume because I'm hearing myself on the computer. Okay, there we go. So this is like a pest control pin. I don't know if it was an official company or not. There is some wear on this label right there and there and there. Bell Pest Control Inc. But I would start this pretty close to what I paid for it. I think I paid 12, and I would start the bid at 15. 15, and that is in the shape of a sprayer, and that's just so unusual. I think it's really cute and show like that when you're wearing it. So that is 15, guys. 15. Okay, and we are 1 hour in. We're just in the brooches. Ooh, dangerous. Okay, so anyways, that's 15. And we are almost done with, oh, here's a really good one for, what do you call it? The, Earth Day, which I think just passed, unfortunately. But this is Protect Our Earth. It's got this little seal and the globe is kind of like enameled all over it like that. And these little charms hanging. Protect Our Earth, and that's a fish right there, and that is by Don Lynn. I think that might be a husband and wife team, if I remember correctly. Don Lynn. But anyways, cute little brooch, hanging charms. We'd say like $10 on that. $10 if anybody's interested. $10 for the Protect Our Earth. Again, that's perfect for Earth Day, which just passed, unfortunately. But you can wear that any day of the year, right? And definitely for next Earth Day. So that's $10 if anybody's interested. Okay, so we will move on. Just write 10 if you're interested. Okay, well, here is a little dice. Now, this is nothing super crazy. Ooh, yeah, you know what? Oh, that's where the price tag was coming off. Okay, I just didn't remove it completely. There we go. Perfect. Let's see. Well, a little bit more residue needs to come off. But that's just going to be $1 starting bid, guys. It's not anything like rare or anything, but $1 little dice pin, $1. Okay, guys. So we are going to move on. All right, guys. And hey, again, oh wait, did we do this little doggy with the green eyes? Oh, I think we have one more, guys. Yep. Dog with green eyes is 5. You see that little dog? I don't know if there's a name on that, but that's really cute. Super cute. $8 or $5 if anybody's interested. Okay, oops, $5 if anybody's interested. Okay, so we are going to move on, guys. Okay, so um, that was it for the brooches. If anybody wants to go back to the brooches, just let me know and we will go back, okay? All right, so I'm going to move on to the next one. And again, Karen, let me know when you come back because I know there's a piece that I think you came for and you purchased from before. So hey, if you guys have been a purchaser, some people might be like, "Hey, why are you like so concerned about Karen?" Well, she kind of bought a lot. There's some people that kind of paid for some good amount of stuff last week. So I will definitely kind of look out for my customers that are buying, you know what I mean? So, and you will be too if you buy. I'll definitely try to look out for you. Okay, so how we're gonna go into earrings, guys. All right. I'm kind of changing the order just a little bit to modify. I'm adapting. Okay, so we are gonna go into earrings, guys. Put together this little collection. Did have one customer request earrings. So here we go. We're gonna just start with some of these fun Joan River earrings. Super colorful, great for spring, great for summer. I'd say even maybe in like, I don't know, maybe you could wear that through the holiday season. But those are really gorgeous. And those are that. And these are Joan Rivers right there. So I'd say $20 for the Joan Rivers rhinestones. If anybody's interested, just write $20 Joan Rivers in the chat, and that'll count as a bid. Okay, so I'm gonna move them, put them back, because I'm gonna go a little bit faster, guys. So just put, what did I say? 25? Okay, we've got the glass chrysoprase looking and sterling silver. These are gonna be $20. Stamp 925, $20 for sterling silver glass chrysoprase. It's not chrysoprase, it's glass. Those are sterling silver, green glass. Okay, and I said 20. I should maybe be writing these down so I can remember. Okay, well, maybe we'll just do a lot of them at like that same price. These are some interesting, where'd the other one go? Oh, right here. These are sterling silver with these like cross cutouts with real pearl hanging from the end. I think those are freshwater pearl. Maybe this one's freshwater, that one might be cultured. Yeah, that one pearl's little spirals in it, one's completely smooth. But I'd say $20 on those. $20 with these big hoops in the back, and that is sterling silver. Okay, so $20 if anybody's interested. All right, and then if anybody's interested, I can get measurements and things like that. Pretty, yes. Oh, $20. Now, are you saying $20 for these ones, Karen? For the cross? Or is it $20 for the chrysoprase glass? $20 for these. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we got one bid in at 20 from Karen. If anybody else is interested, it would be 22. It's $1 bids up to 20 and then $2 after that. So 22 if anybody else is interested. Okay, and we won't spend too long, so just type 22 if you're interested. Yes, cross. Perfect. Yeah, I think they're gorgeous. And I will wipe these down with alcohol before mailing them. Okay, just the part that would go in your ears. So $20 going once, $20 going twice. Sold to Karen for $20. Beautiful. Thank you, Karen. All right. So I'm going to put that in a little baggie for you. We're going to move on. Oh, and Karen, I was just explaining because you just took your dog for a walk. Hope you guys had a good walk. I was going to jump to some of those special pieces, but you kind of expressed comments about them, one of them in particular. So I did not do that piece yet because I want to make sure if anybody's been a buyer, I'm going to look out for you. And if you express interest in a piece, try to help you be here when I show it. So Karen, this is going to you. I might have to just make sure, you know what? I don't want that pearl to get scratched. Give me a second. Make sure this is the pearls kind of, okay, that is safe. Okay, so we are gonna put your name on that. Karen earrings, cross earrings, cross pearl earrings, and that was 20. Karen. Walk in the rain. Oh wow, it's raining there, huh? Dang. Well, it is April. April showers bring May flowers, right? All right, here you go, Karen. So flowers will be on their way. All right. I hope you had a nice clothing to wear. Okay, now these guys are heavy hitters. These, and oh, I said it, but thank you, Karen. All right. These are really unusual pieces. This is not Tibetan silver. This is actually sterling silver. And they are these horses, and they do have lapis lazuli as far as I can tell in them. Bezel set, 5 stones in each one, and they do have some like etching on them. And they've got these hanging portions. There is nothing on the back. There's no marks. But again, this is sterling silver. And before I go on, I'm just going to test one of them just to make sure. We'll just do this test real quick because, again, I am not into trying to sell stuff for claims of what it's not. But see, that's the fluorescent blue going. So, clean that off. So these are very unusual pieces, and they are sterling. If you try to find them online, they're not really out there. So I would say $60 for these sterling silver horses with lapis. That's 60. And they're pretty big in size. I won't spend too much time, but that is about almost roughly like 2.5 inches. The horse itself, about 1.5. So 60 if anybody's interested. Otherwise, we're going to move on. All right. Super cool. All right. Try to do it a little quicker, guys. These are the horses. And we can go back to anything. These are some Lacombe earrings, super 80s. Really cool. I think Lacombe is from, I thought it was France, but I think it's Los Angeles. Signed right there, Lacombe. And these would be $10. Super chunky 80s earrings. How dimensional are those? Okay, so $10 for the Lacombe, if anybody's interested. Okay, we've got these sterling, and let's see, I think these are garnet and marcasite. I do have the gem tester here. These are pretty small. If you can see, they're like right on my fingertips. All right, I'm gonna test the gem. And that is, oh, that goes up to, yeah, I believe, yeah, it's like, it's kind of like right in between glass, right on the border of glass and garnet. So I can't say for sure, but I'll just say 25 for the, we'll just say glass garnet, 25, but that is sterling silver. Here's the back, right there. Okay, and those are posts. 25 for the garnet. We'll just call them garnet, even though I don't know if they are. I'll just be very clear about that. These are opalite with also what could be garnet on the top. Sterling silver. And these, let me see if I can get that on a better reading. Is that garnet and opalite? And we'll say 25. if anybody's, or no, we'll say 20. 20 if anybody's interested. Okay, moving on. Now, these are really gorgeous. These are Shia Pirelli earrings. And they do have this beautiful, beautiful iridescence on them. Do you see that? And these, man, when I did a first Google search on these, they came up at $1,200. And I was like, what? $1,200? I'm rich. But no, then they're like 120 and such. Where's the signature? So the cheapest I think that you can get these is, yeah, Shia Pirelli. It's 120 online, but I would say 40 on these. They are clip-on, beautiful iridescence. 40. If anybody's interested in 40. All right, otherwise we're gonna move on. Shia Pirelli, $40. Okay, I'm sorry to go so fast, but I don't want to be here I don't want to keep you guys here for like 4.5 hours. Here's some chandelier style screwback earrings. These are sterling silver, really cute with some applied flowers at the very bottom of them. And again, you could swap these out with posts if you want. You know, you just have to cut the current one off and apply another one. But we will say 30 for these if anybody's interested. Sterling silver, chandelier style. I believe that's chandelier style. $30. Sterling silver. All right, we'll move on. Okay, you're doing this. Here are some hearts, and these are Taxco. They are not the puffy hearts. 925 TP something, like 58 or something. Mexico. So that is Taxco earrings, and we would say 45 on those hearts. And right now, yep, 45 Taxco hearts, if anybody's interested. 45. Is that what I said, 45? Oof. All right. So I'm going to put those back. I'm going to keep the show on. I'm going to keep the show. Keep moving. There we go. It's like, where'd it go? All right. Now these ones are sterling as well, and they are not marked. Okay, so I'm going to just do one more test on these just to make sure. All right. Let's see. I did test that. Yep. And that turns blue. Okay. So these are a classic design. I'm going to get this acid out of here. Don't want to be breathing the acid. Okay. So these would be, let's see, where's the other one? Okay, so these are pretty kind of like classic, right? And it almost has like a hammered, like a slight hammered look to it. Very slight. We'd say $40 for those. Very classic. Sterling silver. Like wide hoop rings. $40 if anybody's interested. All right, put them back. Here are some really cute, dainty little earrings with iridescent glass. I believe it's dichroic with pearls on top. And I believe that is garnet. Let's take a test. And that is definitely, wow, it's going above garnet. I think it's a quartz, maybe. Quartz, amethyst. Oh, amethyst. Yeah, it's amethyst. Okay, so amethyst, pearl, and glass. We'd say 25 on those, and that's sterling silver. 25 for the glass with amethyst and pearl. 25. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. We've got these really cool geometric looking spheres with like a little kink at the bottom. See that? It's kind of like, this is loose. And they both have this like little bend in the spheres. Oops, like that. One of them always wants to go inside. Nope, nope, that's good. I was just holding it shut. So these, I would say 30 for these sterling silver, $30 for these really cool concentric circles, almost with these geometric bends into them. Did I say 30? Oof. Okay, with sterling silver, guys. And these are not marked. So anyways, $30 if anybody's interested. And we will move on. Okay. I'm liking this pace. I hope you guys do too. I hope I'm not going too slow, too fast. These are very unusual. You don't see this very often. And that is mother of pearl, I believe, onyx on a sterling base. And these are sterling, and I did test them. And these are marked at the very bottom. Weiss 25, yes. Oh wait, that's an old chat. Okay, on my phone I'm getting old chats. Oh, is that a signature? Oh no. I don't know. Or is that just scuffing? But anyways, these are Mexico, sterling, yeah. I don't know. But, and I don't know if that little rhinestone was added by a previous owner, if they just glued that on there, or if it came like that, because it almost looks like one of those beads. And I don't know if that's original to it. I really do not. But anyways, we would say 35 on these, if anybody's interested. 35. 35. They're pretty big. Let's see. I'm not going to measure every single one. Because anyways. And if anybody wants to see an earring pair in here, let me know, because I don't want to go through all of this when you guys are like just waiting for one piece in particular. So I'm zooming out for you. Okay, now these are big earrings, and these are Taxco. And these are, there you go, I believe older Taxco, because it's not the old kind with the eagle, but Taxco Mexico. And it's got these dichroic glass in there. Dichroic glass, and we'll say $50 for these. These are really big, and they're pretty heavy. These are clip-on. Let me see what the scale says. But 50 for the glass Taxco earrings. Let me see. Let's see. Oh. Well, anyways, if you want to wait, let me know. But 5-0 on those. Okay, so I'm going to put those back down. All right. If anybody's interested in anything I've shown and want to go back to it, let me know. Oh, I'm going to try to get smaller, but my phone doesn't want to listen to me all the time. I'm trying to zoom out. Okay, here are really cool sterling Mexico. Yeah, I think they're Mexico. No, I think these might be unmarked. Oh, there we go. Kind of like that last pair signed at the bottom. 925 Mexico. Yeah, and something. So those are Taxco, because I can see like right here, there is like a something dash something, but it's gotten rubbed off, or it's right on the edge. I think that's what that is. But we would say 45 for these Taxco earrings with what I believe is brass embellished sterling silver. And what did I say, 45? So if anybody's interested, 45. Otherwise, we are going to move on. Okay, guys. Cool. Moving on. All right, here we go. Here is some Zapata earrings. I love this design so much. But I don't know. I wish I could show you from the front. But these are like these little dangly turquoise. And that is real turquoise according to the descriptions online. But they hang in each one of those openings like that. You see? And that is sterling, turquoise, Zapata. And for the pair, I would say 40. Because I think these are going online anywhere. I think the cheapest I've seen them is 50, and then they go up to like 80, and other people are asking over 100. I think the cheapest I saw was 50, so I'm going to say $40. Zapata is so good. I agree 100%. And I think Zapata is super underrated. Not underrated, but like undervalued. I don't know if it's because there's so much out there, but I'm so surprised at the prices. Like I said, I just love their designs, and they always use real materials, real sterling, real gemstones, and cool designs. And and then I'd expect it to like be so much more expensive than it is, but it's like really affordable. And I'm like, I just feel like I think they're like undervalued, like I say right now. So it's a good time to buy Silpata. All right, moving on. These are just really cute. They are clip-ons, and this is just like, I don't even think it's glass. I think it's plastic. Let me see. These, oh no, that is glass. Yeah, so this is like glass. I don't know if it's crystal. Let me test. They're really cute. No, they're just glass, but that is really adorable. See how like you'd have this circle at the top with the hearts on the bottom, and I would just say $5 for those. There's such a wild iridescence on those, blue, green. And there's some pink, little slight hints of pink in there, I think. Oops, sorry. $5 for the glass hearts, if anybody's interested. All right, we're gonna move on. We've got these mother of pearl inlays on sterling silver, like that. These are not signed, but they are sterling. And I would say 25 on those. Mother of pearl inlay, 25. Okay, moving on. We got these, again, more mother of pearl. And these are Native American as far as I can tell. And that is Sterling S. And I can't tell who that is. I think I did some research. But yeah, Native American, Sterling, with a feather down the bottom. And I would say 45 for those. Gorgeous. Sterling silver with mother of pearl. 45 if anybody's interested. 45. I've got to remember my prices. Maybe I should be writing these down, because the longer I get into this, I might forget what I said. Okay, these are some of my favorites. And these are, okay, I'll just show one at a time. But I got this red pair and the blue pair. And these are kind of connected right now, so I'll just show you what the construction is like. Ooh, don't do that. All right. I don't want to break anything. So these are really gorgeous. These will start at 50, 50, because you can't really see too much like this online, and it is sterling. And I would clean the post for all these earrings, but it has one of those things where it goes into the hole in the back, like that. And these would be $50 for the blue, and those are glass and sterling, or $50 for the red glass, flowers, and sterling. I just think those are really fun, very poppy. And I don't mean like poppy the flowers. Maybe they are poppies, but they pop. $50. Here is surprisingly some very simple Taxco. I did not guess that these were going to be Taxco, but that is Taxco. Mark right there. From Mexico, sterling silver clip-ons. And we would just say 25. 25 for the square Taxco. Oh, 25 square Taxco. Let me see. Hold on one second. Last bar. 25 for Taxco. of squares. Okay, just gonna try to keep these prices in line. Here's Lisner. Lisner clip-ons. Yep. Lisner was age. And these would clip on like this. And like that. Or you could wear it like that. Lisner. And I would just say $10 on the Lisner clip-on. $10 for the Lisner. Okay, guys. Moving on to these are just... Oh, Star. Yeah, these I just kind of thought were kind of neat, but they're screwbacks. I just say $5 for the screwback metal. Okay. This one was, oh no, we did that. Okay. These are really gorgeous. Again, these kind of chunky hoop filigree work, sterling silver, kind of on the smaller size. We would say 35 on those, sterling silver. Very gorgeous. 35 for the sterling filigree. 5 sterling filigree. Okay, just so I can know what I said. Please put the thumbs up if you haven't already. It helps the channel. Hey, thank you, Karen. Hey, you know what? Can I do that too? I'm gonna do it. I did a heart. Oh wait, where's the thumbs up? Oh, there we go. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. All right, and I don't know how to make people moderators and all that stuff and what the benefits and this and that are. At some point, once this grows, maybe I'll have to do that. But here's, thanks again, Karen, for all your support and your purchases and watching. Okay, here's some sterling flowers. And I don't know, those might be poppies. There is some kind of oxidation going on. And these are just gorgeous. I just love that design. Super boho, but super like summery. And they do have the posts right there. There is a little bit of a like oxidation going on, like I said. And these would go for, I'll just say 35, guys. I'm kind of letting things go. So 35 for the sterling. I'm just going to call them poppies, but I'm not sure if that's actually the flower. So 35 for the poppies sterling. Okay, and I'm going to just, again, write these prices down. Sterling poppy. Hi, Penny. Oh, Penny, I'm so late. Penny, and you're the one that was requesting for the earrings. Oh boy, I was like, Penny doesn't like anything I'm showing because you did say, can you do earrings next time? So anyways, we kind of went through all this top stuff. So you can just let me know if there's anything in particular that you want me to go back to. But we did the Lacombe, we did the sterling horses with the lapis. We did these like chandelier style hanging sterling ones. We did Taxco hearts right here. Those are Taxco. We did the dichroic glass with amethyst and pearl. We did these hoops that are sterling. They're kind of fat sterling hoops. And those are sterling. We did these Mexican. These are not Taxco, but they're like these geometric circles with the little kinks at the bottom. One hangs inside the other or on top of the other. That's sterling. We did these. And again, I'll just look at the chat when I'm done reviewing this, but that's sterling Mexico. I don't know if these little rhinestones are added after the fact, but that's pearl and I think onyx. We did the Schiaparelli, beautiful iridescent pieces. I think those were 40 for the Schiaparelli. We did these Taxco with dichroic glass, like that. That is Taxco. We did these that I believe are Taxco as well, sterling and brass. Oh, and by the way, I can't put it back. These ones are clip-ons. These are clip-ons. That's a post. We did the Joan Rivers right here, like that. Oh, if you see anything, feel free to say go back to that one. And again, you guys, Penny bought quite a lot of stuff last time, so I do not mind going back to review for her or any other of my customers. We did these inlaid mother of pearl on sterling, and we did the sapata with sterling and turquoise. And I'm not looking at chat yet, so Penny, if you're typing anything, I haven't seen it. Okay. Oop. There's turquoise beads that hang in each one of those. Sapata, sterling. Okay, we did these little glass. They're just glass, but they're just really cute clip-ons with a heart and circle on top. Showed you those. We did this Native American piece, earrings. Sorry, just gonna kind of clean up a little bit. So we did these Native American mother of pearl ones. We did these glass looking chrysoprase. It's chrysoprase looking glass, I should say, of sterling. We did these opalites. Opalite with that was garnet, I believe. So we did those. Oh, we also did these little marcasites. And I think those are either glass or garnet. I couldn't tell. It's like right on the border of those, but those are really cute, very fine, beautiful. And again, I'm not looking at chat quite yet, so if you want to see anything in particular. These were, believe it or not, Taxco. They're so simple, but Taxco's like rectangles, clip-ons. Oh, okay, you get the point. We did these blue flowers. That's glass and sterling. And we did these, and those are posts, but they've got kind of like that safety thing on the back. It kind of pushes in. So we got a red pair and a blue pair. Very unusual, very cool. These were Lisner, right there, clip-ons. And we did these, which are just costume metal, but they are screwback. I know that's not entirely popular. And then I think you came in, right? Oh, we did do this. Hoops with filigree, sterling. And we did these. So, the chandelier earrings. Oh, good. You got your package, Penny. Awesome. Thanks so much. So I'm assuming you're happy. I'm so glad you got them. And the opalites and the chandelier. You got it. Now, I kind of totally forget what I asked on these. I started writing down the prices just in case I do have to go back. Now, these chandelier are screwback, all right? And they are sterling silver. And I think what I was asking, I think I said 30. I might have said 35. I think I said 35, but I'm going to say 30 because I can't really remember with applied flowers. Screwbacks. They are sterling. There's no mark. Oh, whoa. Okay. You might have just scored. Ooh, if you want these. That is, I didn't see this, but this is going to be $30. Who is that? I want to say it's Taxco. England? Tlaquilt? Okay, $30. I don't know what that is. $30 if you want. Oh, no, I thought they were pierced. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, but you know what? Like I was saying, of course, I don't mean to make you do work, but, you know, I mean, you could always cut this thing off and have it changed out, but I don't want to have you have to work. All right, unless you want it, you know? So, and then the opalites, and I think I said 25 on these. 25 for the opalite, and I believe I tested those, and they definitely did shoot up. Let me see. On Presidium. Yeah, that definitely is above glass. Let me just make sure of this sterling. Just want to make sure. I think, what did I say, 25? Yeah, just making sure. So write 25 if you're interested, but I'm just testing the sterling. Because like you remember that bracelet? It's almost selling it as sterling, and it wasn't, but there is blue Yeah, and I didn't get a really rough scratch on that because they're so fine. But those are sterling as far as I can tell. I mean, there's definitely glowing blue. So 25 if interested. All right, so 25 pennies in at. Awesome. So, yeah, 25, if anybody is interested, this would be 27, but 25, beautiful opalite. Here's the back, 27 if anybody else is interested. Otherwise, we're just going to do a quick countdown because these were already shown and nobody bid them. So we're going to say going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold to Penny for 25. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now, hey, I gotta just see. I'm so late. Okay, but hey, we did go through Brooches also, Penny. That was before this. And now I think Karen and you are both here. I wanted to make sure both of you guys are here when we get to those heavy hitters like that lion bracelet and that cat that's hanging just in case. So, okay, these are going to Penny. 425. Penny. All right. Penny. For the opalite earrings. Earrings, 25. Penny. Okay, that's okay, you say. All right, there you go. These are yours now, Penny. All right, perfect. Going to be sold. Okay, so we're going to try to pick up the pace a little bit again. Here's some sterling with turquoise, I'm imagining. These might be from India. Let's see. What does that say? I can't zoom in like I can. Oh, Thailand. Okay. NB? No. I was going to say these can't be Nikki Butler. I know you like Nikki Butler, but no, I don't know. This wouldn't be her, obviously. But those are some Thailand sterling. And I don't know if that's real turquoise or not, but we'll just say 25 on those if anybody's interested. 25 on the sterling turquoise earrings. NF. Oh, NF. All right. Do you know who NF is? I'm not sure. But it's usually for Thailand. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Learning something. Learn something every day. Here's kind of the same style, but with pearl and labradorite. And those are just marked 925. And what did I say on the last? Oh, and this kind of articulate. Never noticed that. So I'd say like 25 on these as well, if anybody's interested. And that is labradorite and pearl and sterling, 25. All right. I have those too. These two. Oh, you have the same earrings? That's super cool. What a small world, right? Here's a super, like, total costume, 50s, I'd think. Oh, wait, maybe they're not just costume. Maybe they're signed. I thought these were not signed. What does this say? Mazur Bros? Mazur Bros? Okay, guys, I don't know what I have in my hands, honestly. But I'm just gonna be whatever. I'm just gonna say $10. These might be worth a lot. I have no idea. You should open up a window because I'm gonna let these go for 10. Honestly, I didn't see that mark there. Maybe they're worth something. Are they real pearl? Please don't. It's smooth. So anyways, $10 for Mazur Bros. Not sure. Clips, yes, they are clip-ons. I know. Everybody's like, everybody wants the pierced. I get it. Well, yeah. I could tell you not a gross story. Here's a pierced, really cute sterling hearts with, I think, chrysocolla. What I was going to say is when I was a kid, for some reason, we were latchkey kids growing up for several years. And we were just bored one day and we're like, oh, let's pierce each other's ears. So my brother and my sister, we just iced our earlobes and we stuck safety pins in to each other. And shouldn't have done that. You know why? Why can't I get this off? Because now, decades later, like where those piercings were, it kind of gets infected. I know that's gross. That part's gross, but sorry, don't mean to gross you out. But these are these Chrysocolla, kind of crude style, but we would just say like 18 on those. 18 sterling silver Chrysocolla. 18. Haha, I had mine done like that too. Yeah. Oh boy, what you do when you're a kid, right? Sometimes it's like, how did I survive? Okay, so what did I say? 18? I think I said 18. Okay, but yeah, you did it too. It's funny. I remember people doing that growing up. Yeah. And I didn't even have any earrings to put in, to be honest, because we were so poor and everything. Like, I literally went to school and I didn't want it to close up. So, literally, I put a staple into it. And people were like, why do you have a staple on your ear? Gross. And I was like, I'm cool, man. That's what you do if you're cool. Now, these are Hobei. And now there is some glue action showing in one of these. But I don't think that's a missing pearl because the other one, there's absolutely no glue action. But these are like these faux pearls and they are clip-on. So I can skip all the clip-ons if you guys don't want clip-ons. But it does have like these faux pearls at the lobe, faux pearl in the middle, and these little dangles that hang like a cluster of faux pearls in the center of these circles. And I would just say like 15. That's Hobei. I know it is a good brand, but I know it's clip-on. Yeah, dude. What we do when we're kids. These are just fun 80s metal, what do you call it? Like, it's escaping me. Enamel and metal. But it's super, what do you call it? Symmetrical. Like they match each other. They're, you can wear them like that. But the design is symmetrical and it's just fun. And I would say like $8 for those starting bid. Super 80s. Saved by the Bell, right? Can you see that? I can. All right, Saved by the Bell earrings. $8. Okay, here's some sterling earrings with little, I believe that's like coral in the center. Very small and dainty. Very small. Well, not very small. That's about like almost like an inch long, over an inch from the top. The actual piece itself is about maybe 3/4 of an inch. But with coral in the center, I would just say 8 to start on those. 8, if anybody's interested in the coral sterling. Okay, very fine. All right, and then we've got these. These are pearls with these type of hoops. And let's just say 12 on those. That's sterling silver. If anybody's interested, I can pull them out. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep the show moving. Okay, so $12 for the pearls. All right. Sweet. Now, these are just total, what do you call it? Like clip-on. They are glass. I don't think they have a name on it. No. Okay. I'm going to have to look up at Mazzer Bros. But these I just say like 8. 8. And you guys, we are almost finished with this. And then while both of you guys are here, Karen and Penny, because you guys were my biggest customers last week. And I mean, like with sales, I'm going to go to those heavy hitters and just make sure you have a chance at those because I did a short on those. These are the glass sterling earrings. And these ones are kind of heavy. And these are just size 925. And these, I would say, $20 for these really big sterling and glass, faceted glass earrings. $20. All right, guys. So we are going to move on unless anybody wants to see any of these earrings that we just went through. Speak now. Otherwise, I'm just going to move on, and we can always come back. Oh, I didn't do these little hoops, or not hoops, but these knot. I think you call them knots. And these are sterling, but they're not marked. Unless they're not marked on the post. And I didn't catch it. But I would say 25 for these. I know these little knot ones can be pretty popular. And those are pierced. And they are sterling. I did test them. And I could test them in front of you at 25 for the little stud knots. Sterling. Okay, so we have done earrings. We will go on to the heavy hitters. Okay. Done brooches. Done earrings. We'll do necklaces next. But I am going to start with what I think is one of the coolest pieces I have in my collection. This is not sterling. This is a gigantic lion with rhinestones. And look at, I hate to say it, but the bum is really cute, the way the legs come down. And his tail goes over like that. It's really cute. It's really cool. And he's kind of like mid-jump. And it's almost like he's jumping, but he just can't even get over the cuff. And nothing's missing. And it's heavy. I'm going to just go ahead. You're doing great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. This is, gosh, 7 ounces. 7.7 ounces. 7.7 ounces. So that's a heavy piece. And I did do the measurements. This just fits on my hand barely. I'm like, what am I, like almost like a 6.5. I have really small wrists. And it fits, oh no. Oh, okay. It looks kind of funny, right, on me, but it would look really cool on somebody. But yeah, that is really massive. And I'm a 6.5, and it's like real snug on me. I did measure 5 1/4 is the inside circumference without the opening, 5 1/4 inches, and that's like a 1.5 inch gap from like there to there. So anyways, I'm gonna start this at $70. Now this would put shipping up because this thing is pretty heavy. $70 will be the starting bid. If anybody's interested, $70. Okay, I'll just kind of like sit for just a little bit, not too much. And then we will move on. But $70 if somebody's interested. Okay, and I did not see anybody bidding on that, so we are going to move on. This guy's going to stay with me a little bit longer. I don't mind. It's super cool. Okay, now this next one is I think the star of the show. I love this so much. I don't want to sell it. I really do not want to sell it. I just got this last week, and seriously, when I saw this, I thought of you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, I think someone's going to really want this. But this is Dutch Hollow General. And this is what they call a Mau cat, M-A-U. But it's winged. It's sterling silver. This does weigh, I think I said 2.7 ounces. Let's see. 2.7, if I remember correctly, with the chain. Yeah, 2.7 ounces. And it's on this really long chain. The chain measures, let's see, just about like 31 inches. 31 inches. And it does have a tag at the end, right here, with the initials DHG. All right, Dutch Hollow General. And what's really cool about this is I'm going to show you too. I'm going to take you out of the light box, kind of zoom in like this. It stands up perfectly like a statue. See that standing on the table. Oh, as I say, that knocks down, but it's not wobbly at all. I just pushed it over. But that stands like a little statue. And super cool. Now this one I did spin up on this one. And it's again just perfect in my opinion. 3D 2.7. So I did the calculations on the price of sterling the other day, and this is worth about 195 according to the spot like 2 days ago. 195. for this, just this sterling. That's what the sterling is worth, including the chain. It's 2.7. So the website is sold out of these, the large ones. They have a smaller one available and then a miniature one like this. But this is the largest one. They call it I'm going to put you back up on top now. Again. So they did, oh, why is it dim? Oh, you guys. Remember last time I said my screen was going dim? Oh no, it's 100%. Okay, well anyways, these are all sold out. You can't get this size anymore. And what did they say? Oh yeah, here we go. I wrote a note on it. No? Oh yeah. It's called the Mau, M-A-U, winged cat. Oh yeah, so normally these would sell for $290. So I am gonna ask $250 on this, you guys. Because again, I don't want to sell it, but I do want to move things. But it was $290 originally, and you know sterling is going all over the place. And if it doesn't sell now, I'll probably bring it back. But $250 is the starting. It's about $190 worth of just sterling. Just the silver is worth 190 something. I did the calculation the other day. These are wings. $250 if anybody's interested. Okay, if anybody's interested, go type 250. Okay, so I don't see anybody typing anything, so I might be keeping this. And I am so sorry if you wanted this. It's just a little out of your price range. I 100% understand that, but please definitely just let me know if you're still interested, and I can bring it back in the future to another auction. Okay? If I haven't like sold it or something by then. But anyways, that is super dope. Okay. You're doing great again. Okay, and I'm sorry if I'm like pricing anything wrong, but okay, so we're gonna say bye to these two pieces for now. Okay, and we're gonna go on to the necklaces, guys. We are gonna go on. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, and that's Dutch Hollow General. If you want to look it up, Dutch Hollow General. There's $170 for one, but it's the smaller medium size. It's going for I think 170. But go ahead and do your research if you're interested in that. Okay. All right, we are going to move on, and I did put this guy back in here, and we're going to kind of go a little fast. We got basically this and bracelets and rings. Hey, if you guys want to chime in and vote for which you want to see, we've got all the necklaces, bracelets, and rings. I was hoping to kind of be done around 4 so that I don't keep you guys too long. And also, like I said in my last video, I do kind of help my mom, and I take her out for an evening drive to get her out of her apartment. She gets very stir crazy. So anyway, if you want to see bracelets, I'll hold it still. And if there's any bracelet in particular that you want to see, let me know. If you want to see necklaces, let me know. If there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know. And or rings. If you want to see any of these rings, anything in particular, let me know. There we go. All right. Okay. There is a couple bracelets I'd like to see. You got it, Penny? You've got it. All right, let me see. Bracelets. Here we go. I am going to try to hook you up, all of you, especially Penny and Karen, the big hitters. All right. So which one are you interested in, Penny? Here's a Peruvian storyteller bracelet, sterling silver. Just so you know, I'll just do a real quick preview if you want. Sterling silver Peruvian. This is, and I'm watching the chat to see if you type anything. This looks either vintage or antique. I'm really horrible at knowing that, but it's got a fold over clasp, pink glass. This is, I had this last week, but I just think it's a super cool design. Real sterling. I mean, not sterling. It's not sterling, but real pearl. Inside of, I don't know. It's possibly that's rhodium, but I'm not sure. This is a really cool marcasite with sterling leaf kind of connectors there. Really unusual design. That's sterling. Here's a sterling gemstone panel bracelet. This is sterling in glass. Maybe I should say sterling in glass. I would start this at 30. Sterling clasp and glass. This one I'd maybe start at 40. This little marcasite at 25, which I think is a great deal. This would just be 8. Am I going to remember these prices? Shoot, maybe I shouldn't be saying. I'm not going to say prices because I might forget them. Okay, here's an Island Cowgirl, sterling silver heart, sterling silver findings. I'd say 30 on that, on leather. This is a really giant, oh wait, I said wrap, leather wrap bracelet. And it does come to the end where you can choose the different lengths that would fit. And this does have a designer tag on it that I cannot recognize. And all of this is sterling. These are all little sterling beads in leather. I did test it. I would say 35 on that one. Really cool. 35. Oh, the second one down. And the sterling and glass. The second one down. All right, so you're going for that. The sterling and glass. Okay. This one. Okay. And I did not mention a price on this, right? So, yeah, like I said, I do not know the age of this. Check out the construction. Each one of these has a really cool frame. Mount, they're all bezel set. There's etching on the gold tone. It's possible that this is maybe gold filled. Trying to see if I can see a mark, but I don't see any mark at all. And I would say 25. 25 on this. Let me get the measurement for you. 25. Let's see. That goes to about 7, just maybe 7 3/4. Did I say 25? 25. Yeah. Let's put it on the side here. Yeah, 7. It actually kind of goes right to the 7 mark. Do you see that? Yeah, it goes pretty much to the 7. All right, so 25 if interested, Penny. All right, 25. And again, I do not know. It could be gold filled. Let me just test that glass. I'm pretty sure it's just glass. And yeah. Okay. 25. Penny is in at 25. Is anybody else interested? If so, this would be $27. 27. But Penny is in at 25. So we were going to say 27 is the next bid. Otherwise, Penny is in at 25. And I think we are feeling it. We are feeling that this is going to go to Penny. All right, for 25, unless we see 27, going once, going twice. Fair warning, sold to Penny for $25. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's record this. All right, number 7. This is pink glass bracelet. 25. Penny. All right. Sweet deal. Okay, let me put this in a bag for you so we don't get it lost. And I'm going to put your name on it. Oh, and most importantly, thank you, thank you, thank you, Penny. Thank you. You know, it's so funny because I was kind of nervous, like I said with the last show. And then I was nervous invoicing because I was getting all these problems with PayPal last week. And that's why it took a minute to invoice. I kept getting these error messages and stuff. I think it's because it's the first time I used it in forever. And then I got the shipping labels, thermal shipping label maker printer. Thank you, Penny. This got your name on it. It's now yours. So I got the printer label, label printer, and that wouldn't work. So I'm like, what? So I was just getting all these technical difficulties. So that's why I had to hand write all the addresses and everything. But anyways, yeah, and then I was nervous. I'm like, oh, are they gonna like it when they see it in person? So I'm glad that you're back because I was like, maybe they're not gonna come back if they were not happy. But anyways, I'm trying to show everything as possible, as accurately as possible. Now, okay, Penny, I'm gonna do another test on this just to make sure because remember that last bracelet turned out not to be sterling. So I'm gonna rub the mount that it's in and one of the links. And yeah, I think I got everything. So those are 2 marks that I just got off this. And I did say 30 for this. And I'll show it more in detail as soon as I know if this is sterling or not. I don't want to be messing up like that. Okay. Yep. And okay, so here's the issue. Here is the issue. Okay, so it is sterling, but not completely sterling. And I'll show you. So that'll bring down the price. Yep, just like last time. I'm glad we tested this. So this portion is sterling. This little mount that goes, oh wait, well that's not supposed to be. Yeah, there is some metal in there. But what I don't understand is I tested this portion and that's sterling, but when I rub the side of this, it's not sterling. But this has this really beautiful bluish purple iridescence. And because it's not completely sterling, I'll just say like, I said 30, 20, $20 if you're interested, $20. And of course it does marked on the clasp and $20 if you're interested. Congrats, beautiful bracelet. Oh, did you say 25? Oh yeah, for the last one. Okay, now I'm gonna test the clasp. Oh, that's coming off super clean. So 20. All right, so Penny's in at 20. And if anybody else is interested, it'd be 22. And that is again, I'm just gonna get this acid out of here, guys. Sorry. So we are in at 20. If anybody else is interested, this is 22. Super beautiful iridescent glass bracelet. Beautiful. And did I get a measurement for you? Let's see. I'm gonna put this, well, it is adjustable, but 20, if anybody else is interested, it will be 22. But right now, Penny is in the lead. And this goes down to like 7 inches at the, well, nope. Let's see, hold it all the way to the end. And it's almost at a 7 to almost 8. Well, yeah, to 8. So just a little over 7 to 8. So $20 a penny, and I don't see any other bids. So we are going to say going once, going twice, and sold to Penny. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to put this in another little Ziploc bag, and we're going to move on. Maybe I'm not going to preview the bracelets. We'll just go through all of them, right? Because we are in bracelets. Unless you want to see necklaces or rings. If you want to see necklaces or rings, let me know. Otherwise, we'll continue through these. Okay, so Penny, got that. This is now yours, Penny. All right, coming to you. All right, so here I did this big wrap bracelet. Oh, this is Zapata. This is really gorgeous. And this is beautiful. Beautiful big gemstones. Um, and it does have an adjuster, an extender on it. And this one does have the original box right there, Zapata. And this is kind of heavy, but of course, most of it is gemstone. And that is running, the size is, let's see, 7 to 7 3/4. And those are your options, 7 or 7 3/4. And again, that's Zapata with the original box. And we would say, I think I would have to say 60 on that with the original box. 60 for the Zapata gemstone. Okay. Yes, beautiful. Congrats. Yes. All right. So we got that. 60 for the Zapata. I'm just going to write these down in case we go back so I can remember. Okay, maybe I won't because I can't find. All right, brain, remember 60. Okay, now this is a really cute little dainty piece. That is sterling. Let's see. Actually, did I test this? Let me just test this. Oh, you guys are going to be like, oh, stop testing everything. No, actually, Penny, I'm glad that we did, right? Because I don't want to be saying things or something when they're not. All right, and this is, yes, the chain and clasp is sterling with little pearls. Sorry, clean that up. So this is just a fine little pearl bracelet that the pearls are kind of right there. But check this out. What's really cool about this one is the clasp is a heart like that. You see how the clasp, the heart opens up. So the heart opens to serve as the clasp and it closes like that. So you got a little heart and you got these pearls. So actually that's kind of like the centerpiece of the bracelet is right there. And we would say 25 on this. It's sterling silver and pearls with a little heart. 25. 25. Trying to remember. Okay. If anybody's interested, sweet piece. Yes. And this measures at 6 1/4. Okay, so 25. If anybody's interested. Okay, now this is a brand I had never, ever heard of. Marcello Pane. And this is sterling silver, really fine. I know right now Big and Chunky is in, so this might be too thin for now, but I think everything is in and anything, whatever fits, right? And especially if you want to layer. It's really nice. It's got all these little stars that are stationed throughout. And this is, like I said, Marcello. Like I said, I can't zoom in like I can when I'm doing videos. Marcello Pane, Napoli. But just look up his bracelets. They're kind of like on average $220 just for these fine little things. So it's all about the name on this one, you guys. And I would do this for 50. 50 for the Marcello Pane. Marcello Pane bracelet, if anybody's interested, $50. And open up another window if you want, because his bracelets are crazy expensive. All right, so I'm just gonna sit down for a second to put this, connect it. No, I don't need to sit down. $50, good stacker. All right, Karen, yes. Okay, so 50, that is a bid from you, Karen, I believe. $50. Just say no. Yeah, you type the number, so I know you know what you're doing. So $50 is in for Karen. If you didn't mean to, if you were just commenting, just say, oh, I wasn't bidding. But so far, $50 for Karen. And this is, like you said, a good stacker, but that goes to like a 7. from a 7 to like 8 and an eighth. So basically 7 to 8. So $50 to Karen. Yes, bid. So the next bid would be 55 if anybody wants. This is Marcello Pane, Napoli, size 7 to 8. Current bid is 50 to Karen. Next bid would be 55. Do I see 55 from anybody? Do I see 55? Nope. So you know what? I'm getting that feeling. That this is going to Karen, unless anybody else bids 55. We are going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. Thank you, Karen. Awesome. All right, so $50. Did you look at the other pieces? If you didn't, you really got to look up that brand. Like honestly, I was really kind of what, you know, because it's so like dainty and fine, but you know, it's all about the name. Karen, I'm putting your name on this. It's not all about the name, it's also the design, and that is a cool classic design with those little stationary stars. Okay, so 8 Marcello. For 50. Never heard of the designer. Me neither. 50 Karen. But it's spelled Marcellopane. Karen, this is yours. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go moving on. And again, thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, we are moving on to this cool. This is one of the, man, I got this so many years ago. When I first got into thrifting and looking for jewelry, and this does have a designer name. It is sterling silver, but I don't know who that is. I think it's just an artisan piece, but it's almost like a D designs or 2 letters or something. But this is red coral, garnet, turquoise, and citrine. And yes, layering, like you just mentioned for that last one, layering piece, this would go well with that. But this is perfectly perfect layering piece, or layered piece. It's already layered. So anyways, because of all the natural gemstones and everything, I would probably have to say 45 at least on this one. So 45 starting bid. And that is garnet, real coral, I believe genuine turquoise. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure because it could be treated, probably is. But 45, and that is citrine. So 45 if anybody's interested. And if not, we will move on to the next one. All right. Now, I love this. This is blue coral. Now, this is all strung on thread. So there is an issue that this could break. But as of now, it is in perfect shape. And this is not Tibetan silver, because this definitely tests as sterling. And this has these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations of sterling silver with coral, turquoise, and blue coral, unless that's lapis in the center. I'm not sure. Possibly that could be lapis, but I think it's more coral. I'm not sure, but that is gorgeous. I would recommend, if you got this, maybe taking it to a jeweler and having them put those metal, redo this with metal inside rather than the cloth, just for longevity. Or you could even just put like silver beads in between instead of the turquoise and keep these. You know, you could repurpose this. But I would say as of now, that is a gorgeous piece. And because it's all that coral, I would have to say 70 on this. It's so unusual. And you're getting 5 sterling silver stations there that, again, could be repurposed. So $70 would be the starting bid on this. $70. But if nobody's interested, we'll move on. Okay. Now we've got this fine little sterling link bracelet. Now this one's a little unusual because you see how, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this accurate. This is from the side. You see how tall it is? But then from the top, it like disappears. You see it's like these really flat links in between. So when you wear it, it almost looks like that. It's like paper thin. And I believe that is peridot in there. And we would start this at 25. And if anybody is interested, just write 25 for the peridot. Or if you want no measurements, like just ask a question. Like how big is that peridot one? Because I don't want to take up too much time if nobody's interested in the piece. Okay, so we're going to move on. So that's how I'll do it. If you want more information, just ask the question. You don't have to bid just because I'm asking for bids. But these are little scarabs. You see that? And I believe some of them test as jadeite or nephrite. Let me see. Like this blue one goes up to, kind of goes up to nephrite. Yep. That's the blue one, nephrite. The black one, I think might be onyx. Yeah, it doesn't move, the black one. This red one goes up to, again, nephrite. The green one goes up to jadeite. And again, the red one will be nephrite. So the black one is the only one that's not registering as nephrite or jadeite. And these are pearl, and this is gold filled, and these are scarabs, little scarabs. You see that? And on the other side is these etchings. Okay, so scarabs on one side, etchings on the other, and this is gold filled. Like I said, it is marked gold filled in this. And this would be 45, guys. 45 for jade. I believe jade 1/20th, 14K. Yeah, gold filled. So did I say 45? Okay, so anyways, yeah, 45 if anybody's interested. I hope I just didn't change the price. But let me know, and if you have questions about the size, you guys, we can always go back to any of these other pieces. This is just a classic bangle, sterling silver, and it's really cool. Sterling silver, it's got a latch, safety latch, opens up, it's hinged. So you can go on, and you get the point. You don't need me to put on a bangle to know how it works, right? But yeah, so anyways, this is a really nice one. And like I said, it's got the safety. And where was it marked? But this is definitely sterling. I tested this one when I got it. It's probably on the inside. Yep, it's Italy, I believe. Oh yeah, that had a name on it. Like Yana or Lahia. 925. But I would say $50 on this sterling. $50 for the sterling bangle. I think that's pretty good. It is $50. Diameter. Let's see. Diameter. Okay, diameter. That goes like kind of like two. Let's see. Sorry, can you read that? Like almost like two. Just a little, like 2.5, I'd say. Oh no, not 2.5. That's like 2 and 3/8. 2 and 3/8 wide. 2 and 3/8. And then like 2 and 1/8 or 2. And let me see. 50. So you're in at 50. All right, so Penny's at 50. So the next bid would be 55. And I think that was a good brand, Penny. If you look it up, it's kind of hard to read. But where did my sizer go? Dang it! How do I miss this around here? Oh, Okay, so this is what it's, so 55 if anybody else is interested. 55, so that's where it's at, like just shy of 7, just a little over 6 3/8, or maybe, are you supposed to push it down as wide as it goes? But maybe about 7. So $50, if anybody's interested, it would be 55 if anybody else is interested, because Penny is in at 50. So let me just get a weight for you. So unless we see 55, the current bid is 50. And that is 0.8 ounces. Yep, 0.8 ounces. Almost an ounce. 50. Woo! You're getting 50, you're getting almost an ounce of sterling for $50. I think that's a pretty good deal and a really cool design. So if I don't see 55, this is gonna go to Penny, and we are gonna say going once, going twice, sold to Penny. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Penny. That is a really cool design. I love it. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna write this down. Sterling Bengal, 50 Penny. All right, super cool, guys. All right, thank you, Penny. Put this in there for you. I'm gonna put your name on it. And by the way, I didn't really go through the jewelry, and I said thank you, right? I didn't really like clean the jewelry. When I put them in these little sealed bags, I just kind of left them in there and I shipped them. And then afterwards, I was like, ooh, they might have fingerprints all over them and stuff. But you know what? Like I said, I was kind of experiencing so many technical difficulties that I just wanted to get it out in the mail as fast as possible. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna go through the last of these. This is, let me just test this real quick to make sure. But this does test as, I believe this is, yeah, it kind of goes up into chrysoprase, but it could be glass. But it's just this cool, like, again, good for stacking, beaded bracelet that looks like chrysoprase, but it could be glass. Probably is, maybe. But anyway, say $10 starting bid for that, $10. Super boho, super cool. And this does adjust. So if anybody's interested, write 10. And I forget how it adjusts. You slide one of these, but it's not like a knot. It does adjust. If anybody's interested, say, hey, can you show that adjusting? Move on. This is a sterling piece, very unusual with this kind of this thing that goes like that. This is sterling. It's got like these sterling beads on it. And I'm pretty sure that's dyed halite. And it's just kind of like an artisan piece. I would say 25 on that if anybody's interested. 25. Otherwise, and you can, if we do get an interest, a bite at 25, I'll test the sterling. And if you want to know the measurement, I'll measure it. Okay. No 25 on that. Okay, now these are kind of ones that I almost don't want to sell. These are so cool. Okay, so one is obviously turquoise. Now I'm really bad at telling if these are turquoise or dyed halite, so it looks like turquoise. And this looks like real coral, like a bamboo coral cut. And these are on like these spoon type of handles, and they do have magnetic clasps, but one of them is sterling and one of them is not. I'm gonna just test real quick to find out which one. Whoop, there's the red, here's the green, and let's see, maybe they're both sterling. Huh. Whoa, get out of here. Okay, never mind. They are both sterling. For some reason, I thought maybe one portion of one of the spoons or one of the things isn't sterling, but just the scratches that I got right now are sterling. So, and these weigh, let's see, what do these weigh at? These weigh at, oop, And thanks again, guys, for being here. You guys are awesome. I'm not saying that just to say it. You really are. Together, that is 2.3 ounces. Whew. Okay, so that's a lot of sterling. 2.3 ounces. Okay, so now I'm like, well, spot is 78. See how these layer? How cool are these? Boom, they're so easy to put on because those magnets are so strong. So you could wear them together or you could wear them separate. Okay, so I think I'm gonna sell these as a pair. 75. This is less than spot, I think. But I would say 120. Again, it's almost. What did it weigh again? 2.3. So it's almost like $150 worth of sterling, assuming that every single piece is sterling. So yeah, what did I say? What did I say? 120? I'd say 120, which I think is lower than spot. 120 for these. Super cool. If anybody's interested, say what size, but 120 for these. Really cool. 120. 2 bracelets, $60 each. All right. Okay, and you guys, please, if you see anything and it's just like, you're still interested in it, you know, like a while later, like you're thinking about it, and you're like, you know what, I kind of really like that one necklace that you showed or whatever. You can always email me and say, hey, could you bring that back to the next show? And I'll probably bring it back at a lower price. Honestly. Okay, and I didn't really put a price on the Peruvian bracelet, but this is a storyteller. And this is with this man here smoking. A llama, a ship with somebody arriving, like maybe the Europeans or something. There's a lady with a baby. And a man carrying, I think, like something on his back. And that is sterling silver, Peruvian bracelet, panel bracelet, storytelling, Peruvian. And these are kind of all over the place right now. I think the cheapest that I can see on average are like 120. And they kind of go on up to like hundreds. You know, especially with sterling going up. So let's just get a weight on this. Okay, because I think with the sterling, that's kind of a good way of kind of gauging prices, I think. So 120 again is kind of like the cheapest that I've seen. And this is 1.3 ounces. So yeah, I think because the cheapest that I can see these online is 120. I think I'd just say like 115. But you might find cheaper. I don't know, but 115 for the Peruvian storyteller bracelet. 115 if anybody's interested. And if you don't know if you're interested because you don't know the size and you want me to measure it first, just ask away. Ask me. But I'm going to set it aside. I don't see anybody coming in at 115. And again, I'm trying to make my prices as competitive as possible. Even though some of these pieces can get pricey, well, because they're sterling and other things. So, okay, you guys, we went through all the bracelets, and there's something in there that somebody wants to see. We are going to move on to the necklaces. And then we have rings, but okay. So yeah, I'm going to preview the necklaces one more time. Like not even 2 seconds. We've got necklaces, and we've got rings. So if anybody's interested in one category over the other, say so. Otherwise, we'll start with necklaces. Okay. So here, we already did this guy. And here's a cool little, just jumping in at random pieces, cool little pendant. And this one is signed, and this is sterling. And there is a signature. I could not figure out what that was for the life of me. 925 and like handle or something. But anyways, it looks super artisan with a little shell in there. And that's sterling. There is some, what is this? Oof. What is that? Gunk. Well, anyways, I would say $20 for that. It's probably artisan. And if you wanted me to clean it, I would. 20. Did I say 20? $20 for the shell sterling pendant. I think, well, no, we did this blue topaz. We did not do that one, but that is blue topaz with, like, I think an emerald cut in the center, I think. And I think baguettes, and then the round ones, and that's sterling. And we would say 45 on that. 45. 45 for the topaz. So, if anybody's interested, let me know. Topaz. I'm just writing these down so I can remember if somebody goes back. $20 for the shell. Okay. We've got this one, which is gorgeous. Like labradorite, I think. Labradorite with this blue shimmer and red. This is gorgeous. However, unfortunately, there is a little nick down here. Do you see that? See that right there? I want to show that to you. It's kind of considerable. All right, but that is sterling silver. I love the colors of this between the blue and the pink. And even with the nick, because I actually bought this at a store. I didn't even realize it was nicked until I was driving home with it. You guys don't want to drive around me after I go to a store because I'm like staring at the jewelry. What everybody else is texting and driving, I'm staring at jewelry and driving. But I would say 25 for this. 25 just the way it is, because I didn't notice that until after I bought it. So 25 for the lab, I'll say. All right, run that one. Run that one. Oh, you want this one? This one, Penny? Yeah, 25. 25, is that what I said? And it is sterling. 25, if that's the one you're talking about, yes. It is beautiful. And again, there is that little nick. 25. But, like I said, I didn't notice it until I really was examining it. And it might show up more in sunlight, I'm not sure. But 25 if you're interested, Penny. 25. All right. Karen. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so Karen is the one that's... Okay, Sorry. Karen. So, Karen, you are in at 25. So, 27 would be the next bid. 27. Right now, we've got 25 for Karen. And if maybe we'll see 27. Okay, we won't spend too much time on it. But again, and what I like about it is those like clouds, the white clouds. It's almost like a storm brewing or something. Okay, so we're gonna nice Chitwancy, yes. Looks like a tiger's eye. Okay, so we are gonna say that this is going once, going twice, and sold to Karen. All right, Karen. Sweet. All right, thank you. All right, so 25 for the lab. Or I think it's a lab, right? But okay, let's see. We're gonna record this. Lab, pendant, 25, Karen. Okay, awesome. Karen, I'm gonna put this in a little bag for you before we lose it. I won't lose it, but yes. And I would have asked more if there wasn't that chip, obviously. So I think it's a cool piece. Karen, yes, congratulations. I agree, Karen. All right, that's got your name on it, and it's coming to you. That is yours now. That is yours. No longer meal. Okay, here is a cool... Now, these surprise me. This is a dichroic glass. I just love the formation. See how there's like little squares in there, pink squares inside those blue ones. And these don't go for a terrible amount, but is this Taxco? Yeah, it is Taxco. But this one I would say for 25, $25. I love it so much. But you know what? If you're interested in these, go online. You might even be able to get a better deal. But 25 is what I'd let that go for. 25 to start. If anybody's interested. Oh, good morning. Wabi Sabi centers on the acceptance of transience and imperfection. It often describes the appreciation of beauty, imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete. Oh, Wabi Sabi centers on the acceptance of transience. Thank you. Penny. Wabi Sabi centers. I've never heard of that. But transience and imperfection. I agree. I like things that are perfectly imperfect. Perfectly imperfect. So 25 for this, if anybody is interested. I went to UCLA and down in the architecture and the main plaza was like all this old architecture. And they pointed out on the tour when we were freshmen, they're like, oh, look at this side has 3 windows and that side has 2, because the architect wanted to say, nothing in this world is perfect except for God's creation, like what God can create, but man can't create anything perfect. So, and I like that expression, perfectly imperfect. And yeah. Okay, so this is a Chandlu necklace. It's called the Sophia necklace. These run for about 190 online. It's turquoise and this pearl does have like some yellow action going on it, which I'm assuming is natural, but it's a pretty big pearl. I'd say it's probably like 8 millimeters. I can measure it if you want. And they go for like 190 new. Chandlu 925. Let me see. Is that gold tone? It is gold tone, but I believe it's 925. Watch, it'll say 18K. I'd be like, wait. But I would go 60 on this. And they do go like 190 new. And you can look it up, Sophia Chandlu. So did I say 60? Yeah. So anyways, 60 if you're interested. Chandlu. Moving on. Okay. We've got this really, really nice Santo Domingo piece right here with the inlay on the shell. I love these so much. I think I have this listed online at 200. And I have like, I think I have some watchers on it. Maybe I don't. But they go between the 200 and 300 mark. But I would let this go like here for 75. 75 because I would rather have somebody enjoy this than it's sitting in a bag getting possibly damaged and all that stuff. So 75 if somebody's interested in the inlay. This is Santo Domingo, Pueblo, Native American shell necklace. And if you look these up, these can get crazy pricey. Look up Santo Domingo inlay shell necklace. So what did I say? 75. Somebody's interested. Okay, it does have a barrel clasp, and I did look it up. And apparently Native Americans did use barrel clasp as well. I was always under the assumption that they had to be hooks, but they don't. Okay, here's a really pretty, and you guys let me know if you want me to go back to anything. Here is a, I'm sure lab created, opal inlay pendant. And this is 925. Oh, NF. And now I know, was it you, Karen, that said NF usually signifies Thailand? So that is really pretty peach and greenish hues in there. Very pretty. And I would say 45 on this. 45 for the opal pendant. Sterling silver, 45. Okay. I'm just going to keep my eye on the chat, you guys. Make sure no one's opal, 75. I'm just writing down the prices so I can kind of remember asking for things. Santo Domingo shell. Okay. This is a heavy hitter. Well, I don't know how much of a heavy hitter is. I mean, just mean it's heavy. This is a sterling, and I don't know what kind of stone that is, but let me get the grams of the weight for you. This is really pretty. Let's see. This is, come on. Yeah, 1.3 ounces. That green stone at the top is going up to like spinel quartz. Bottom of spinel area and the top of quartz and citrine. So I don't know what that green stone is up here, but it's really pretty. 1.2 ounces. So I would have to say like maybe $80 for this. It's big. $80. No, I was gonna say 75. 75. Oh, maybe ruby. Oh, you are right. I think that is ruby. Yes. I think I might have asked ChatGPT that, and that reminds me, yeah, about 2.5 inches. Over 1.2. And what did I say? 75? I'm actually going under the spot of silver, but of course that weight is all silver. That's a lot of the stone too. But 75 on that. But yeah, big stone. It is. It is big. So anyways, that'll be 70 if anybody's interested. 70. Now I know what to call it. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. So 70 if anybody's interested. Just put that down. 70. Ruby. Oh, 75. Oh, 75. Okay. All right. So Penny, you want to come in at 75 for this? 75. If anybody else wants, it will be 77, 80. I'm sorry. It'll be 80 after that. And it does have this really big hook there. Do you see that? 75 for Penny. If anybody else is interested, it'll be 80. But that's beautiful. So what is that called? Ruby in zoisite. And these do go up on the gem tester, but I just don't know what those are. It's kind of like in the spinel and the high quartz area as well. So, okay, you guys, I think I'm feeling this is going. Unless anybody else says 80, going once, going twice, and sold to Penny. Super cool. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, Penny. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna record this. Oh, okay. 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that is, I'm going to say ruby zoisite. Now that I know what to call it. And that is 75. Penny. Penny, I'm going to put this in a bag for you. And I think I need a bigger bag for that one. So we're going to put that in here for you. All right. I'm going to have to say goodbye to this. Not to you guys, not quite yet. But like I said, I've been a collector all this time, so it's kind of very unusual for me to sell. And I'm actually kind of feeling good, letting go of things, guys. I mean, you gotta, share. And I'd rather have people enjoy this on their neck than have it in a bag in my closet. So thank you, Penny. This is yours now. All right, so we are gonna move on. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Why not do this big sterling heart? I'm trying to see if there's like a Taxco mark on the top of it, inside or anything. I think there is. Let me see. This is pretty cool. Let's see. Come on. Let's see if I can get enough light in there. What does that say? Thailand? Oh, I think this, yeah, TA dash something. So this is Taxco. Yeah, and it's this big heart. This is pretty big in size. Let's see. With the bail, it drops down to like 2 and almost 2.5. Without the bail, it's about like almost 2 inches. And that's Taxco. Let's see, let's get a weight on that. Sorry guys, I should have that. Let's see. Taxco. Okay, 0.6 ounces. So I would say for this tax coat, I think it's super cool. Let me just see. I'm just gonna wipe it off a little. I think it could use like a little polishing, right? But I will say 55 for Taxco Heart. 55 for the Taxco Heart, if anybody's interested. I love it. Okay, so if anybody's interested, type 55 for the Taxco Heart. Okay. Taxco Heart, if anybody's interested. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. Here we have a sterling seagull. I think it's a seagull. Yeah. And that is pretty big. That is pretty big. Not like huge big, but it's about 2.5 inches wide. And it's about almost 1 inch short, 2.5 inches wide. And this doesn't weigh a terrible amount. I'll probably just measure the weights off camera rather than remove the jewelry each time. But I'm gonna just say 35 for the bird, 35 for the seagull, and there's the hook, so it'd hang on your chest like that. 35 for the sterling seagull. If anybody's interested, 35 seagull. Move on. Okay, got this. This is a really pretty, it's a certain type of opal. Really colorful, almost looks like sherbet. I don't know if you call it like an Australian opal. It's marked 925 there. Really pretty. We'll say 35 on that. It's a pretty substantial size, 35 for the opal. If anybody's interested, that's 35. Okay, moving on. Here's just a simple little flower, sterling flower with, I think, gold vermeil, yellow tone, and rose gold and sterling. But that is sterling, simple little flower design. And we will say 25. 25 for the flower heart. I mean the flower, sterling flower. 25 sterling flower. Okay, if anybody's interested, 25. All right, let's move on. Oh, okay, here. I love this. Okay, and I have the original price tag. This I found from a thrift store that actually, it's not even a thrift store. They purchase, what do you call it? Storage lots, storage containers, you know, the abandoned ones. That's like Storage Wars. And anyways, they buy the contents and they sell the contents in the store. And one time they just had tons of jewelry, tons, because they found boxes and boxes and boxes from this jewelry person that had a store, like a jewelry store. And like, this is sapphire, and I tested this, and this is sapphire at 925. She was asking 198, or he. And so this is really cute. It's dainty. I mean, like, it's not big and chunky. Perfect for layering again. And with an ombre from dark blue to light blue sapphire. So, anyways, I think that's gorgeous. It is, let's see, not terribly long, about 16 inches. And yeah, sapphire and sterling, I'd have to say 70 on that. And she was asking almost 200. And I did look them up, and these things can be pretty expensive. So I'd say 70 on the sapphire, if anybody's interested. 70 on the sapphire. Okay, just in case. And again, if you guys ever want me to bring something back to another show, sapphire. And what time are we at? Almost 4. Okay. This is another little Native American piece that is, I believe, genuine. It's got these pink shell birds, and I think that's olive wood. I think it's olive wood. It could possibly be tortoise shell, but I'm pretty bad at determining the difference between those. But anyways, we'll just say 25 on this. It does have a barrel clasp. It is kind of a more fine one, like thin and small. We'd say 25. Okay. And oh, by the way, 25 on that one. I did a video where I showed that with this little guy. And this is sea beads. Let me see. Let me put the clasp on. I don't think this is, it might be, oh, I think it's gold filled. Let me just show you these together. Because somebody put in the comments, because I was like, I think these would layer really well together. And somebody was like, yes, they would. And I agree. See those two together? I think that's just really fun like that. One's the fetish. And one is like the sea beads, what I'm trying to show you, with this little pearl. And I think that's, yeah, two pearls strung together. But anyways, I would do 25 on that little pearl necklace, 25 on the fetish necklace. They go well together. Okay, here we've got a citrine necklace, again from that same jewelry lot where she was had her stuff in storage and unfortunately lost it. She was originally asking citrine $298. No, I don't know how about that. I don't know how accurate that is. But this is citrine nuggets. Maybe they're super great quality or something. But I would just say like 45. 45 on that. If anybody's interested, 45. Okay, 25. 25. What did I say on that? 45? Well, I don't think anybody's interested in it. So anyways, I'll just say 45 for the citrine. Okay, here we've got a Barce necklace that is all amber and turquoise with this turquoise pendant at the end. And I'm pretty sure Barce uses all real, genuine turquoise, if you can see that. And that is real amber. And it's got an extension. And we will say on this one, I think the cheapest online you can get them is $120 for this style. So I would say 60 bucks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. When I saw this, I just couldn't grab it fast enough from the counter. I was like, yes, because I love turquoise and I love amber and I love brown and blue together. I think it's really gorgeous. So 60 bucks if anybody wants the Barce double strand amber and turquoise. Okay, here is a fun one. This is super cool. It's these huge Tahitian pearls on leather necklace. Huge. Now when I mean this is long, this is really long. This is 52 inches at least, or maybe 53 inches for this pearl, colored Tahitian pearls. I think they're Tahitian, but you could loop this and loop it. Oop, let me see, am I doing that right? But anyways, you guys, this is a really glorious pearl necklace on leather. I like that combination, leather and pearl, but I would say 75 on that because that is huge. 75 leather with these big Tahitian pearls, all different colors. So 75 if anybody's interested. 75. Okay. 75 Tahitian. Just in case, I'm just writing it down. Here's an articulated dolphin. Sterling pendant. I need to cut that off. It's a little piece of the price tag remaining there. Articulated dolphin. We would say 45 on that articulated sterling dolphin. It's pretty lightweight. It's hollow. 45 if anybody's interested. 45. Okay. So we are going to move on. We're almost done, you guys. We just have rings after this. 45 for the dolphin. And I might just let you guys just choose if you want to see a ring. Oh, we got the sterling silver pendant. That is, check out that design of this shell. That is sterling silver. It's not marked anywhere, but that is so lifelike. Like all the detail. It's gorgeous. Obviously great for summer, that you can wear anytime. And it does have this long chain on it. This chain. And this is kind of heavy. Look at this. Kind of heavy. Let's see. Not like super, super heavy. But that is 0.6. So it's half an ounce. So yeah, I'd probably go have like 55 on that. 55 on the sterling shell necklace. If anybody's interested. 55 on the sterling shell. 55. Okay, just in case you're interested, just say it. This is Les Baker. Let's see. Les Baker. I'm pretty sure. Sterling, LB. Baker Sterling. And that's mother of pearl with this Native American feather work. And that's on a chain. And we are going to say $50 on that. Les Baker, $50 for the Native American mother of pearl pendant. $50. $50 for the Les Baker. If anybody's interested. 50. Okay. All right. So guys, we are almost done with the necklaces. Here is sterling with quartz. I thought these were just glass. But that is actually sterling. I mean, quartz in the center. Tessa's quartz and this silver chain. And we would go $60 for that. $60. Quartz and sterling. If anybody's interested. $60 quartz. 60 quartz. If anybody's interested. All right. Otherwise, I move on. Here is a Lenox sterling silver cameo. I believe that's glass because it's Lenox. And unfortunately, this part is broken, but it does have a pendant. So you can't use it as a brooch because this thing got broke. So anyways, I would say 35 on the Lenox pendant cameo glass. 35 for cameo glass Lenox. 35 Lenox cameo. Okay. Again, I'm just writing down prices, so if I go back to things. This is just a cute little piece. It's a magnifying glass, gold tone. No name, no precious metals. But maybe is their name? No. But it's a chain. And if you're going into jewelry stores and you want to look at stuff and you don't really like a loop, you can use this and say, ooh, all right, now I know that's spiny oyster. All right, so anyways, I just asked 8 for that, if anybody's interested. It's really cool. Magnifying glass, 8. If anybody's interested, $8. Magnifying glass. Okay. And then we got this unusual one, which is gold tone costume. And I believe these would be Swarovski, but I am not sure. But it's these stations crystal mixed in with these coins. Do you see that? Obviously, they're not real coins. They have faces on both sides. But I just love this design so much. And I would just say $20 for that. It's super cool. It's long, it's substantial. It's got some weight to it. $20 for the crystal coin necklace. And I'm assuming that's crystal. Okay, so if anybody's interested, $20. Okay. All right. So I think crystal coin. You guys, we are down to rings. Sweet. Okay, you guys, we survived this show, the second show ever. We're almost done. Almost. Okay, let's see it. Rings, where'd they go? Okay, so we've got, like, I tried to bring out better rings. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys are into the big rings. If you ever want smaller rings, say smaller rings. But in the meantime, um, I'm just kind of bringing things out. But okay, so I'm going to start with the smallest ring possible because this is the smallest in size. It's the most limiting, probably. But this is the sterling overlay on mother of pearl. The leaf, I think that could be Native American. It is a size, let's see, 4.5, and I would say $40, $40 on the sterling mother of pearl overlay. $40. Mother of pearl. Okay, I'm just recording this so I can go back. Okay, so that's 40. This one, I think I paid up for this at the store. Maybe I paid up too much, but I just couldn't get over this smoky, or not mystic, I should say. Sorry, I'll hold it better for you. It goes all the way up to topaz, just shy of topaz. So that is a mystic topaz ring. Now, what I love about this one is that it's all those pink hues and blue hues, or peach, blue and green. You don't see that color combination so much with mystic stones. Usually they're like blue and green. But this has a peach. So anyways, I would say $50 for that. Huge tall mount. $50 for the mystic topaz. And this is a size. It's a good size. 50. It's a size 6.25. $50 for the mystic quartz. Okay. This is a Nicole Miller ring. She's kind of like one of those brands that I don't understand why she's so inexpensive online. I would say $30 because it's kind of around what you would find her listed at. But that is amethyst, that's peridot, topaz, and I think it's gorgeous. It does have a lot of oxidation. Did I say 30 bucks? Yes. And that goes up to 7.25 as well. So Nicole Miller, $30. Again, recording these prices for my own sake. Okay. This is a lab created opal on sterling silver. There are some little scuffs. You could probably use a polishing. And that does weigh, it's kind of heavy. 0.4 ounces. But we would say $50 for that. $50 for the opal. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is just glass. Not just, but it's blue glass. Almost has like an Art Nouveau look. Or Art Deco, maybe I should say. With marcasites on this fancy border, blue. And that is, you guys, this is the last category. After this, we're done. 8. My stomach's growling. Can you hear that? I'd say 40. 40 for the blue glass. Okay. Okay. Here, porcelain. Oh, it's all the same. It's all of a sudden said you're live. Did I go offline? Ooh. Oh no, it said started streaming 3 hours ago. But anyways, okay, so this is sterling and enamel and porcelain. And we'd say $50 for that. $50. Beautiful. And that is size 9.25. I mean 9, yeah, almost 9.25. So enamel, $50. Okay, if anybody's interested, just type 50. Okay, you're still here. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I don't know why it said you're live. I'm like, Okay, now this is one of my favorites. This is a Biwa pearl with gold over sterling. Super nice. I love it. It looks probably like Israeli, from Israel, I would guess. It's 925. There is like a maker's mark in there, I think. 925, but I can't figure it out. But anyways, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And that is size 7. And I would do 75 for that. 75 for that. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. All right. 75 for the Biwa if you're interested. 75 Biwa. Okay. Again, these are kind of big statement rings, guys. Might not be everybody's cup of tea. But anyways, these are huge Tahitian pearls. I think those are at least 10 millimeters, maybe 12 each. Black pearls. Huge. Okay? So that's like, we're not messing around. We are not messing around. That's huge, right? Okay, so anyways, I think I have this listed on eBay for quite a lot. I think I might have one watcher, maybe. I don't know. Or two, maybe. So anyways, I would just say like 85 here because that is really cool. And I'm sorry I'm moving it so much, but 85, it's pretty heavy. 85 for the black pearls. And that goes to an 8. 85. Huge statement piece. 85. All right. I'm just going to put that down. 85. Oops, sorry, black pearl. Black pearl. Okay. All right. Now this one is pink coral, and that is on sterling. I just got this last week. I paid up for it. But I would say, I think I paid, yeah, I did. I paid up for that. But I would say 85 on that. And again, that's kind of close to what I'm paid for it. 85 for the pink coral and sterling. Size 8.5. 85. Okay, so if anybody's interested, just say 85 pink coral. Okay, so moving on, we got this. I love this one. This one might be one of my favorites. This is red coral, the moonstone in the center, sterling silver, heavy oxidation in the center, a little black with nice silver accents, some etching around the edge, and it is adjustable. Get that. All right, so currently it is probably about its smallest size at about 8.5. I don't think, well, I guess you could make it smaller. Let me hold that. Yeah, you could tighten it and you can make it bigger. So 8.5, all that coral, and I would say 85 on that one as well. I think that's a great deal. Mother pearl, red coral, 85 on sterling silver. If anybody's interested. We who collect older pieces call that patina. Yep. Yep, patina right in there. Oh, you said versus oxidation. Yeah, I get what you mean. 85, did I say? Yeah, so I was calling it oxidation. And I guess what I understand is that most people do call it patina, but have you ever watched Dr. Lori? She's that antique appraiser. And there's like, anyways, she says oxidation is when it naturally turns black, and patina is when it's applied. And you are probably right on this one because it looks like it's probably applied in there. But as far as I understand, it's like as it gets older over the years, that's a oxidation. But, splitting hairs, and I'm not trying to debate it or anything, but yeah, patina, oxidation. Ever since I heard her say that, I just use oxidation. But most people say patina, and I should say patina. But anyways, this is the same thing with a pretty patina, right? I'm going to start saying patina from now on. No joke. I'm going to start saying that. This is mother of pearl, not moonstone. And that does have a beautiful patina in there. And that is, I think I'm just going to stick with the $85 mark for these. 9. And that's gorgeous. 85 for the mother of pearl. Okay. Now, moving on. We collect all the pieces. Yep. This is a pretty big one. This is sterling snakes, 2 snakes, kind of protecting their eggs. It's like a nest. It is most likely Native American. There is, I think somebody might have cut it so that it could be adjustable. I don't know if it was always like that, but that's really gorgeous. Now this one is a little bit more because these are pretty expensive. Those are turquoise eggs, snake eggs, and that's just shy of 8.5, just a little over 8.25. So yeah, I would say 115 for this sterling silver nest, snake nest, turquoise. Okay, 115 snakes. Okay, if anybody's interested, 115. All right, here's some amber. I know somebody out there likes amber. All right, and this looks Native American. Gorgeous, gorgeous work with the feather, these little balls, like a rope detail in there, some flowers, lots of detail. This amber, yep, that's it. Is this a smaller size? Yes, it is smaller. Bummer. So you might have to have it refit if it doesn't fit you, but that's currently at 6.25. 6.25. Okay, so for this beautiful amber ring, I would do 65, Native American looking, with the feather and the beads and the rope and flowers. What did I say? 75? What did I say? 75, yeah. Okay. So this type 75. If you're interested, remember. If I misspoke, let me know. Okay, this is Dweck. Sorry. I have to remove this price tag. And this one. These are diamond rings by Dweck. Okay. This one's got a single flower with diamonds in the center. And there we see the 925. The star. Oh, my stomach is starting to growl, guys. Believe it or not, I don't think I've eaten anything today for some barbecue potato chips because they were just really quick and easy. Dweck. There we go. And this one is by Dweck. Thailand. Again. Yep, Dweck. Diamonds. So anyways, these are 2 diamond rings by Dweck, Stephen Dweck. And I would do 100 each for those. Okay, we just got 2 rings done at one time. And if you want a size, let me know, and I'll size it for you. Otherwise, we're going to cut the show on the road so you guys can get on the road. Okay, here is a beautiful, beautiful Echo of the Dreamer ring with Mother of the Pearl. Is that bronze? I forget. It says Dream. Bronze 925, yep. So, bronze 925, mother of pearl, amethyst. This little thing spins, and I believe those are topaz. Let me see. Oh, by the way, if you guys were watching last week, my phone died at the end, and it wasn't. So actually, I think this is spinel. Okay, these white ones are spinel. Oh, yeah, which is pretty good stone, I think. White spinel, mother of pearl, amethyst, and these, the lowest, cheapest one I can find online is 90. So I'm trying to get you guys good deals. So I'm gonna say 80, $80, and that's like a size 8. And there's even like a little amethyst at the bottom. But 80 for the Echo of the Dreamer. Really cool statement piece. 80. 2 layers of mother of pearl. That and that, and then the amethyst on top of that. Okay, so type 80 if you're interested in. And then otherwise, we are on our last piece. All right, let's see, echo. Okay, this is kind of like Art Nouveau or Brutalist or Modernist or something, sterling silver, with these 3 little opals. Those are, as far as I was told, doublets. It's got like, now this is again, yeah, this is like a patina, definitely. And it's, somebody might want to, I think this was applied. I think it was kind of like almost like a brassy or copper like patina applied to it to give it a little age. But you guys, that's really cool. This is running size 7, no, almost to an 8. Yeah, about size 8. Maybe just a shy more than 8. But yeah, I would let this go for 45. I think it's beautiful. 45 for that sterling and opal. Okay, opal doublets. Okay, 45, I said 45. Opals, if anybody's interested. Okay, hey you guys, we officially made it to the end of the show without my phone dying. And Karen and Penny, I want to thank you both so much. And everybody else who might have attended, but Karen and Penny, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm so glad that you were able to come back and find more pieces that you like. And I'm definitely going to be kind of keeping in mind the pieces that you've enjoyed. Like Penny, I'm pretty sure you got the amber last time, so I think it was you. So I brought this out, more amber. You know what I mean? So I'll try to curate. And if you guys have any requests, feel free to email me. I have so many pieces, and if you want to see Native American, you want to see this, you want to see that. But I'm thinking of actually having more shows more often. And I'm not going to take forever to sign off here. Great show, Robert. Thank you so much, Karen. Have a great weekend. Keep up the great work. Get you more attendees. Thank you so much. And hey, I'm thinking of more shows during the week. So if there's any suggestions, like, hey, Tuesdays, but anyways, I'm going to try to do in the week as well. All right, guys, and I'm not going to keep you here forever. Thank you so much for coming. And until the next one, I'll catch you then. Peace.